What's up? Oh, and on my screen working. Look at this. You got me in a small little box. I suck. There we go. All right. Special night tonight. This is an early stream, 15 minutes earlier than usual, 9:45. You're like, what's Rob doing awake? What's Rob doing up? What's Rob doing on? I am here because Derek, Mr. Free Throw, Chris Kyle, the American Sniper, starts school tomorrow. And you're probably wondering, why is a 70-year-old starting school? Well, he's a teacher. And shout out to Derek for shaping young minds. And hopefully you don't refer them to this program because you probably will get fired. Hopefully he's in here for this little rant. But he's a teacher. He has got to go back to school tomorrow. And what a summer it's been. I want to shout out Derek for being in here almost every show, almost every minute. All the generous donations, all the snipes, which we don't appreciate. So actually, fuck you, Derek. But besides that, shout out to Derek. He's the GOAT. We got Blake in here. Yeah, we're going to start with some DraftKings. Again, no new tournaments on Underdog. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to fill Best Ball Mania, and all of us are going over to DraftKings. So maybe tomorrow we'll have new tournaments. Who knows? We have a great week scheduled next week. We're going to do a couple Best Ball nights Monday and Tuesday, I think. And then Wednesday, Nice and Blunt's coming on. Thursday, Storey and Chaz are coming on. Friday, Storey and Nico, the Gruesome Twosome, are coming on for a two-part segment, Upside Floor. That's Thursday and Friday, 10 p.m. Central. Can't wait for that. We got Derek in here. Hopefully Derek was here to hear my early monologue, my early rant, my early thank you and tribute to you, my dude. So we're going to do a $3, same thing we've been doing, the 500K play action tournament. I'm going to count you guys down from 5 here. Hopefully get it loaded up, get the app loaded up, get it on your computer. Hopefully I'll get in the same draft. I'll give it a minute here, and then we will get in. So happy Sunday to everybody as well. It is Sunday night. You know, I never know the day, but it is Sunday night.
What is happening here?
I haven't any idea, honestly.
I'm giving Frank a handy under the table.
That is true. Look, Snail, back off, because you're just mashing it now. It's not...
For God's sakes, Gail.
Mom, I'm sexually active now. Get over it.
33 years old. You're supposed to be sexually active. You're not supposed to be fondling your uncle under a table.
Whoa, we're not blood related.
I'm just getting it all loaded up for the countdown. Don't worry. Blake with a little shout out. Also, shout out Blake, media manager on the channel. What a dude. Shout out Derek. You seem like one of those cool ass teachers that just lets kids stay on their phones and shit. Is that a cool ass teacher? I would say he's a guy that teaches them about life and is also kind of lenient, but you know, so you read the room, right? If you got someone that you have to kick in the ass and have to like take aside to help them not be a dirtball later in life or a shitbag, he's gonna do that as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, Derek. Who knows, man? Maybe he's just on there. Maybe Derek's on his phone drafting best ball while he's teaching. You know what? This year it would not surprise me if he's just drafted a fuckload of best ball teams. He is a physical education and health teacher. Take that for what it's worth. Love you, Derek. That's funny shit. Also, I do want to shout out Blake. Like I said, media manager. We have a new social media manager. We have a new Rob Capizello, my old partner, Kappa, Rob Squared. That's where the R2 comes from. He is back in the fold. He has taken control of the social media side for me. He's going to be releasing shorter form videos, professional shorts, all those things for the channel to grow the channel. And it's all incentive based. So, yeah, I'm going to have to pay some extra money. But you know what? It's worth it to grow this motherfucker. So let's hope we can all grow together. And also want to shout out every one of you for sticking with me all off season. Let's count this down from 5 and join it up. Make sure you're doing the fast 30 seconds per pick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join it up. Seven out of 12 is what I'm seeing. Get in there, baby. 500K play action. I think first place is 100K in this tourney. I'm going to check that out, actually. Doesn't really let me see. Hey, second pick. Living clean right there, gentlemen. Did Derek not get in this one? Derek didn't get in. can't make this shit up. I don't see him unless he changed his name. I see Blake in here. I see Mouth in here. I see Nature Games in here. I don't know who that is. He must have been rolling over his chair laughing by that tribute and monologue I gave about him. I can give a hell of a monologue. So if you ever need, my side job should be, how the wedding singer and then you had wedding crashers. I should be the wedding speech guy. Just, give people that don't have cool friends or funny people in their wedding party or people that are too nervous to give speeches, which is a lot of people. You hire me to come on and I'm Uncle Rob or some shit. And I come and give a badass speech. And you just tell me a couple talking points, stuff about you, and I give a speech. And then I get all the fucking drinks and food I can handle, and I just get wasted. And then it's also a thing you're paying me for to be the life of the party. So would love that. Yeah, Derek, I think you missed it. I don't see you. Am I wild? I don't see you. Hatcher, I think I'm probably done with best ball for the year. I think I spent $200 at least on drafts and underdogs. Shit is a lot for me. I hope I can at least make half of it back. Oh, you'll make more than that. You're in a different draft, Derek. You must have gotten the 500K play action, which I specifically said. You must have gotten the million or the 1 million play action. Derek was on the golf course all day. Derek, what'd you shoot, man? Hetzer, how many redrafts do you play? I'm curious about that because I always tell you, you always want to have more money invested in redraft than best ball. But again, half of it back wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because you have the option to win a lot, right? Like a lot of money. See if this guy takes Gibbs. He's taking his sweet-ass time. He just got auto-drafted. Yeah, it was a hard decision between Bijan and Gibbs. He had to sit there for fucking 45 seconds or whatever it is. For sure, Hatzer. Are those, how much are the buy-ins on those? Are some of them free, like $50, $100? What are we looking at here? You know what? Next year, Hatzer, next year, you know what? You're going to win big on one of these underdog tournaments, and then you're going to have the fuck you money you speak of, and then hell yeah. Pretty standard looking draft right now. JSN at 5, CMC goes off at 6. You know what you need to do, Hetzer? You need to get, once you get in the pro tier, you can get access to my bets. And you know what? That'll fund the operation for you next year because we be printing money around here, as all of you guys know that followed me last year, 96 and 58. Now, obviously need the capital to bet as well, but just $20 a bet on those, you would have cleared about $600 with juice, $600 profit with just $20 per bet. So essentially it's 7 bets a week. So you need to have like $140 in your account to start out, $150, and you will make the money for sure. For sure. Barkley falls to pick 15. I have the 1 pick in a different one. Okay. Genty at 14 in full PPR? Come on, man. Like, I actually take Genty ahead of Cook typically in this format. But that's a pretty nice start. JT and Barkley is also a really nice start. So someone taking Hampton gave some value there. What's up, Dakota? He says, evening, Rob. Do you recommend your followers follow a strict unit size betting your plays? Whatever. I don't ever tell them what their unit should be because a unit is relative to what you can afford, right? So someone that makes $300,000 a year, their unit could be $1,000, honestly, or that's still a little high. Let's say their unit's $500. Someone that makes $60,000 a year, their unit size should probably be $50. So typically my unit is 25, but for me, I do these are max plays. So all of mine are 6-unit plays. That's what I put on them. So $150 typically is what I'm putting on these bets. Rarely for me will I put anything more than 500 on a single bet. Like, it's just not worth it. If people are it's a bigger game, I want to put more on it. No. Bigger game, smaller game, as long as it's not preseason, like a bet's a bet. We can have extreme confidence in a play, but there's a reason it's called gambling. So we need to get away from like, this is a can't miss. Like, you'll never really hear me say it's not going to lose. What I can tell you is, for me, a bet I'm very confident in is when I feel it's like a 75% probability, because that's really good. If you hit 55% of your bets, you're making money with juice. But, we're usually around 60% here since the channel started. Like, I feel more confident about some than others, but like a lot of people will say this is a must bet, guaranteed winner. Like, there are no guaranteed winners. So let's just start out with here. Like, that's just, people are feeding you a load of shit with that. Let's take Pickens. I see Malik Neighbors' ADP is up to 26 now. 26. So the window to take Neighbors is, for me, over. And I've been taking him a decent amount, like 4 or 5%. But like, we're still not out of the woods yet. I think people are now like reading the reports. They're like, oh my God, Neighbors, he's fine. He's a play week 1. Like, we don't know that. So now to take him at pick 26 seems aggressive. Like, he should have been taken in the mid 4th with the very, sinister news that we were receiving. It should have gone to like, now it should be mid 3rd, end of 3rd. Totally cool with. I would take him at pick 34. Right? That's totally fair, because you still got to bake in some downside with the Neighbors. And it's just like, even if he plays week 1, guys, like, what's the chance he gets hurt? Probably higher than George Pickens or Drake London, right? It's a fact. I mean, it's science, as Big Ray says. He didn't just have an ACL, guys. Neighbors did not just have an ACL. He had a fucking meniscus.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Oh, Derrick didn't finish full 18. What'd you get in, like 16 holes? I know you said you were on 13 when I texted you or I messaged you at 8 o'clock. 84. Hey, 84 is fine, brother. 84 is a fine round of golf. Some ups, some downs. Little roller coaster ride. Everyone's saluting Derrick for shaping these young minds. I always did want to be a teacher. In today's society, with the way things are going, it's a slippery slope. There's a lot of ways you can get canned. I think my biggest thing would teach them to think for themselves, right? And I'll say this. One of my favorite movies of all time is Dead Poets Society, which I'm a big Robin Williams fan. It's Ethan Hawke's pretty much acting debut. He was in some stuff before, but his claim to fame early on. And now that's a different time. That was set in the 50s, but he wanted to teach these kids to think for themselves. And that thought is dangerous these days. Even though it's not, it should not be dangerous. It's seen as dangerous. ATG says, would you try to trade DJ Moore in Dynasty for a 2027 first to the Josh Allen owner? Have Nico, London, Tyson, Evans? 100%, man. 100%. You know what? If you're not rebuilding, ATG, you can just go flip that first rounder for somebody else. DJ Moore is a 9th or 10th year in the league. He's still kind of young because he was a 20-year-old rookie. I mean, but we don't even know how this is going to work out. I like the landing spot. I'm not as bullish. When the move first started and I saw his ADP, wide receiver 27-ish, I was like, I'm going to smash this all day because I've always been a big DJ Moore guy. I don't love it. I don't love it. So in Dynasty, I definitely don't love it because they could draft a first-round receiver next year. He could get hurt. He's an older dude. So, yeah, I would take a 2027 first-round pick. I think that's fair. What do you guys think, guys? Would you do that? I think DJ Moore is fair for a first-rounder. Because, for reference, Javonte Williams just went for a first-rounder in our Dynasty startup. And, yeah, different position. Similar, Javonte's younger, but in terms of, positional crossover, they're essentially the same, 29-year-old receiver, 27-year-old running back. But Javonte Williams goes way ahead of, for this specific season in redraft in general, Dynasty startups, Javonte goes ahead of DJ Moore. So I would probably value Javonte more just based on positional scarcity. So that trade went down in our league, and no one really had a big issue with it. So what do you guys think in the chat? Let ATG give him some other input, so it's not just my opinion. DJ Moore for a 2027 first. And also, 2007 first is huge. If it was a 28 first, I might have a little more hesitancy because you have to wait another year. So, yes, dude, I would do that. Man, Bashal Tootin just keeps on rising up the board here. He is now going at pick 46 at ADP. Well, we got a really good option either way. We're going to get McLaurin, or we're going to get ETN. Now, ETN's now going after Bashal Tootin. What a world we're living in. I'm not an ETN guy at all. I've been telling you guys his Vegas props are super low, but if you're going to tell me ETN's going to start going at the end of the 4th round, yeah, I'm in on that, bro. Starting running back of an upstart offense with a million play potential with Kellen Moore. This guy's taking his sweet time. He takes Montgomery, so we're going to, as much as I want to take Terry McLaurin, we're going to take ETN. Also gives us an ability to come back and hammer running back again and pretty much be done at running back with Bijan, ETN, and whoever else falls. Yeah, it was Javonte Williams for a 27 first, I think. That was between Jonathan, of course, Jonathan, who exists at the bottom of every trade. Jonathan and Tom and Nick O's team. So there goes DJ Moore. If Terry McLaurin falls back to me, I'm gonna literally come in my pants. Or we could take Judkins. Oh, my God. We just got Terry McLaurin. This team is a banger, dude. Look at this squad. Look at this squad. Nico, Pickens, McLaurin, ETN, and Bijan.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you.
So
because,
good.
you know, we're worried about that. That would be great. Plus, you know, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Well, Jules, the funny thing about my back is that it's located on my cock.
This dude at the turn literally took Parker Washington over Terry McLaurin. No, we don't want to do that at all. Like, Parker Washington is in a timeshare, crowded situation. Terry McLaurin is literally the only receiver there, and he's awesome. Parker Washington might struggle to hit 70% of the snaps this year. Get out of town. What's his touchdown upside? 5? 6? Grody, man. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving life right now. No, that was Jay. Okay, I guess maybe I'm confusing the Dynasty trade. But let's get the Hedgers comment here. Rob, how do you feel about the Cardinals running backs? I'm probably totally out on Love and Algier and redraft unless I can get them way after ADP. I don't want to touch the Cards backfield unless I had to. I mean, dude, Jeremiah Love just went at the 306 in this draft. I mean, we're talking redraft. I want Jeremiah Love there every single time. Jeremiah Love was a 3rd overall pick in the draft. Jeremiah Love is a great player. They're paying him a lot of money. There's just no way this doesn't work out at that cost. If you were telling me that Jeremiah Love is going at the 210, now I'm out there. I'm going to take Drake London. I'm going to take Brock Bowers. You know, I'd probably take Trey McBride if you want to go that route, something safe. I'm probably not taking George Pickens over him, but now look at, you're taking him ahead of Olave, Devonta Smith, like maybe Devonta Smith. I don't know. Give me the elite talent that has the 3rd overall draft capital on a team that's going to have to score a bunch of points to compete. So I am in on Jeremiah Love. I wasn't even the biggest Love fan out of the draft. I did like him. Great player. I don't think he's generational like some people say, but he is closer to generational than just a guy. Like, he is closer to generational than he is a Marion Hampton. He is closer to generational than he is Travion Henderson. And people seem to love drafting those dudes and they have, Travion Henderson has really, really questionable workload concerns. And I'm not worried about Love's workload. Maybe the first 5 weeks, but it's baked into his cost now. And that's fine. I know what I'm signing up for. You change up the tune here. Blake's loving his squad. Cook, Genty, Flowers, Higgins, Watson. Like that. Definitely like that. Let me get this up. Perfect. There you go. Flowers, Higgins, Watson, Burrow with the Higgins. Yeah, I got a pretty badass squad as well. Mouth has got Devonta Smith super late. Adunze Judkins super late. Yeah, we got some mad value coming back to us here. Someone took Jaden Daniels. God damn it. So my question is, do I go best player available or I try to do something cute and just fucking take a stack that's a little early? On Underdog, I'd definitely be taking a stack. What's up, Max? Derek just got Garrett Wilson at 48. Yeah, I just got ETN at 47 and McLaurin at 50, but that you got me beat there, buddy. I don't think I even need to stack this team. Like, we're going to take Brian Thomas. I don't even have to stack this team that much. I think my team is good enough to, like, almost say fuck trying to win it. I can just advance the team to the finals, like, pretty easily if things go right. This is money, dude. Oh, shit. Carnell Tate? All right. Not even a Tate guy, but yeah. ETN, Bijan, Nico, Pickens, McLaurin, Brian Thomas. Carnell Tate's the 5 on this team in full PPR with pretty damn good running back room. I'm not a big ETN guy, but he's going to catch some passes. He'll score some touchdowns. Still the lead back there. This is wild. This guy took Michael Wilson ahead of Carnell Tate. Alec Pierce ahead of Carnell Tate. Parker Washington ahead of McLaurin. Interesting stuff here going on in this draft. We are liking it. We all have really good team. Mouth got Devonta Smith at 32. You just don't see him fall past 28 typically. I'm trying to think how the value is falling. I mean, the guy next to me for sure is like reaching a full round on these players. Sometimes almost 2 rounds in these players. I don't know who else is doing it. Yeah, and he's on the turn. So on the turn, you're more likely to do that. But there's a point where that's just not good business. And, like, if you have Parker Washington ranked ahead of Terry McLaurin, you should probably get your head checked because that's awful. That's awful. If you were playing in a point per punt return league, you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, Parker Washington's a hell of a punt returner. And he might get a punt return touchdown or 2. And he might have a good year, like 75 catches, 900 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Yeah, Terry McLaurin's probably going to have 80 catches, 1,300 yards, and 10 touchdowns. Like, we just saw Terry McLaurin do this. So a lot of projecting with a guy like Parker Washington. And, like, I'm just never taking Parker Washington over Brian Thomas. That just seems silly. Jalen Hurts falls to pick 80 to Mouth. Max has a vacation next week. Where are you heading, dude? Where are you going, man? I don't love taking vacations. Max, you're in Pennsylvania, right? So, you know, I'm in the Midwest, and, like, I don't like taking vacations. I like taking my vacations in the winter. Sucks for the football season. I can't really anymore. But, like, I want to go somewhere warm when it's cold. A place I would want to go, if it was July or August here, would be, like, Colorado to get more mild weather. But, like, I don't want to go to, like, Arizona or Florida. Dakota says PA is goated. Beautiful state. Beautiful state. Guys, hit that like button. 9 likes only. Let's we gotta get 30 likes in this video. 30 likes. Dak falls to 84. That would have been great for me. We have a Cam Ward option. I think we're gonna go with a Cam Ward team here. We could, a lot of good options here. Jonathan Brooks has officially surpassed Chuba Hubbard in ADP. That's now official. Staycation's cool, man. Staycation's cool. One of my favorite movies, The Burbs, is a staycation movie. Essentially, Tom Hanks takes a vacation and stays at home and spies on his neighbors for a fucking week, and they turn out to be serial killers. If you have not seen The Burbs, highly recommend you check that out. 1988, I believe, the year I was born, it was released. Carrie Fisher's in it. Bruce Dern's in it. Rick Ducommun is in it. Tom Hanks. Corey Feldman's in it. Great fucking film. First movie we ever did on our movie deep dives episode. Yeah, I probably do too. It's close now, Blake, but the way it's trending though is that by draft season we're gonna have Jonathan Brooks going 2 rounds ahead of Chuba, which is insane. Chuba's still the starter to start the year. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You make me so horny. We have a... Oh, this guy's going to take Trevor Lawrence, I think. If Trevor Lawrence falls back, he takes Jay Brooks. This guy's got Drake May. He should not take Trevor Lawrence. I did not think this was possible to get Brian Thomas and Trevor Lawrence. If he does, I'm going to be fucking pissed. If not, we're celebrating, boys. A lot of good options here available. This guy's taking the full clock. He takes Trevor Lawrence. He gets auto-pick Trevor Lawrence. That's awesome. Cool. Good job. You didn't need that pick, bro. All right. Let's take... I'm shooting for the moon here with this. No, I'll take Gainwell now because the buy situation. I already have Bijan. So we'll take Gainwell. We have an option for Baker now. And that just hurts my soul. I can't believe that just happened. Gets auto-pick Trevor Lawrence. There's no reason to take Trevor Lawrence there for this guy. He's got Drake May. It's fine. They're making weird picks. It'll come back to bite them. This guy just not the worst pick in the world, but what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? He had options for... Oh, I didn't really have any stacking options, but this guy takes Debo. Oh, man. All right, Debo at 96. A little aggressive there, buddy. Jackson Dart. We're going to take Blake Corum. I could take Kyle Pitts. Let's take Blake Corum. I'm going to go. I need Gunnar Helm on this squad because I'm going to take Cam Ward. And running back room is real strong. It is Bijan, ETN, Kenny Gainwell, and Blake Corum. We have Nico, Pickens, McLaurin, Brian Thomas, and Tate. So no onesies to speak of yet. They will come. Kyle Pitts was close to being my selection, 10 picks after ADP. But I really want to go with a 3 tight end build here. I agree, Blake. Chuba's a fine player. I mean, and Jonathan Brooks has definitely a better upside as a player. We just haven't seen it. I don't know if they're going to want to give him a massive workload. So, worst case for Chuba, week 6 is when Jonathan Brooks outsnaps him. It would be my guess. Worst case. So, at least you get 5 weeks of, the starter, and that's worst case. I get on board with that. Pairing him with Jamar Chase is a very, very sexy... It has great appeal. It has a great ring to it. It's ultimate upside, like you said. Yeah, now it does scare me. Mouth makes a good point. All these reaches we're seeing, it's like we don't want to get our guys sniped a round early when we can get them at ADP. If that's the case, since it's full PPR, I don't ever advise people to stack, overstack or reach for stacks in this format. I'll just keep on building a banger, and yeah, maybe it won't win if I'm not overly stacked, but very confident advances, very confident I get into the second round, potentially the finals. If we do that enough, we're banking on best ball. So I don't want to compromise the strength of this team, which is a banger I'm building, to reach for stacks. There goes Pitts all the way at 107 to Blake. Blake's building a hell of a team. What a fall for Mr. Kyle Pitts. I got to plan out these next two picks. Running back is pretty secure. Everything's pretty secure. Take Kincaid. Take an unstacked quarterback potentially. Tyler Shuck's an option. I have ETN. Could definitely rock that. This dude takes 3 quarterbacks, which is not ideal for what I'm rocking right now because I don't have a quarterback. Mahomes, Herbert, and Prescott. This is the one way this draft can go south for me is if people start pounding the onesies and I don't have any of the onesies. But giving this is a 20-round draft. You can take shots. You can make it a 4-quarterback team. If you lose out, you can take shots on the Cleveland quarterback situation, the Falcons quarterback situation. You have those options. Jordan Love's gone. Okay. Makes sense. He has Christian Watson. Man, there goes Bo Nix. We do have Kenny Gainwell as well, so we can take Baker Mayfield. That would be about right at his ADP. Can backstack him with Kate Otten, something like that. We don't have any tight ends, so we're fine with that. Worthy to mouth at pick 113 seems like pretty nice value. So we still have Shuck and Mayfield. There goes Purdy. That would have been awesome. But this guy's got 1-1. So these guys both have 1 quarterback. They're probably going to take a second quarterback here. If that's the case, we have really good options at wide receiver to take. Matthew Golden, I'll take him unstacked. No worries there. Could also be a Malik Willis team if he were to fall an entire round back to me, which could happen. It's all about keeping our options open, planning ahead, but not being concrete in what we're doing. Shamrock officially slept with the Helen Hunt last night, so I want to shout him out. How was it, man? Loosey-goosey? Was it legit? Was it stinky? There goes Baker. So this is going to have to be Tyler Shuck if he's there. Could not take Kincaid. As much as I want to take Kincaid 10 picks after ADP, can't do that. All right. So we're building the banger here, Caps. We're going to take Tyler Shuck. Not the biggest Shuck fan. I do have ETN. I could take Juwan Johnson with one of the last picks. In 3 rounds. Take him. Yeah, this is my DraftKings name, Kappa. Shout out, Kappa. I was just talking about you earlier in the stream, man. Appreciate you, dude. We're not going to take Willis here. We're going to stay disciplined here at quarterback. We only have Tyler Shuck. We need Cam Ward on this team very badly, and that's going to make sense with the next pick because we have Carnell Tate at such nice value. And then we're going to take let's take Concepcion. You know what? I'm going to take Coker. This opens me up for a possibility of Bryce Young. We have to keep our options open. I have really no stacks, really. It's just Shuck and ETN right now. We want to get Cam Ward. I would love Tyler Shuck, Cam Ward, Bryce Young. That would be a dream situation for me. I'm really good at wide receiver right now with Nico, Pickens, McLaurin, Brian Thomas is the 4, Carnell Tate's the 5, with Jalen Coker as my 6. We're sitting with Bijan, Travis Etienne, Kenny Gainwell, and Blake Corum, and Tyler Shuck. So really nice start to the draft. As long as we can land the plane at onesie, we're going to be in the top 3 for sure. Dude, I totally forgot Shamrock. Like I said, I had family over last night, and I went to see my sister today. And I spent some time with the wife. But I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna make sure I do that every day. A new Helen pick. I got you, dude. He also says she never disappoints. But we do still have old Trusty right here. The old Trusty picture, which we love. There she is. Look at this. Look at this beautiful woman. Look at this beautiful woman. I like DraftKings better in a way. I like the 20 rounds. I like the full PPR. I like the 300-yard bonus, 100-yard rushing and receiving bonuses. But the lobbies are slow. It takes longer to get into lobbies. The drafts take longer because the pick clock is longer. It's 30 seconds opposed to 20 seconds. But I think they both have their strengths for sure. Did you take down Kramer and Newman and Risk? The Ukraine is weak. You don't say that. I'm from the Ukraine. We're playing a game, buddy. No, I got worked, man. I thought I was going to win life. We played life, and then I didn't win a single game in Uno. Did not after the stream. I lost every game in Uno. So I'm pretty competitive. So not win a single game. I didn't play the whole time because I obviously did almost 3-hour stream with you guys. Just disappointing. I had a great time though. Always great. It was my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, Erica's sister, and then her husband, Nick, who's a great dude. Great time. So let's see. What do we have here? Is our boy? No, he's gone. I was hoping Malik Willis was still there. He is gone. So we definitely need Cam Ward with this next pick. It would be a little after ADP. He should be there. So there's 3 teams that have 1 quarterback. So they're going to be taking quarterbacks. So maybe they take CJ Stroud. Maybe they take Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold ahead of him. They should. We'll see what's available for us. We're digging this start though. Regardless, we're gonna land this play and have a really solid team. We have a chance to have a really good team with a real chance here. Chris Rodriguez is not really a reach now because his ADP has fallen so much, and like Tootin has gone up almost a full round with the Chris Rodriguez foot injury, which by all reports he's gonna be ready for preseason. Like I know foot injuries are tricky. We don't know exactly the extent of the injury. But I am not too worried about Chris Rodriguez. I'm also not willing to bump up Tootin that much just based on this news. If you like Tootin, that's a whole different story. But just overdrafting Tootin on this news seems like an overreaction, which people love to do this time of year. They love doing that shit. Not me. Okay, Daniel Jones off the board. So now both these guys have 2 quarterbacks. Cam Ward is sitting there. This guy already sniped me on Trevor Lawrence, but we'll see. They should not take a 3rd quarterback. Goff, Mayfield, you can wait to get the Bryce Young tier. Yeah, DraftKings is the same funds. It's all shared. The sportsbook and the fantasy app is the same. Come on, let's get Cam Ward up in here. If he is gone, we have to pivot somewhere else. Probably Stephon Diggs, even though we already have McLaurin. Does not seem great. All right, so we got Cam Ward. Team is looking up. Cam Ward and Shuck. I'm probably just going to take Bryce Young here. Where is Juwan Johnson's ADP is 151. We do need that. But there is just no way. I just don't think there's any way. At pick 167, I'm getting Juwan. Who's more likely to fall back? Not Bryce Young. We still have 2 teams with 1 quarterback. Bryce Young is 2 down. So I'll sacrifice the stack. Maybe the tight end falls back. Only 1 team has 0 tight ends besides myself. Let's just do, man, I hate this reach just for a stack, but fuck it. You know what? We're going to take Juwan Johnson. Let's start off. I don't want to get totally phased out at tight end. I don't love Juwan Johnson this year either, which I don't like. But no, I'm only going to go 3 quarterbacks. If I could get Bryce Young coming back. If I don't, then I can pair up some a Browns quarterback and like a Falcons quarterback. I can go Penix. I can go Shador, something like that. That was a tough decision. Bryce Young was a reach. I could have just taken and said fuck it and taken Sam Darnold and paired him up with Torrey Horton later. Or A.J. Barner. Probably would have been the move. I still have some hope, though, that Bryce Young falls. Bryce Young tends to fall in these drafts. I give it a 33% chance I get Bryce Young here, falling all the way back. Dude, I forgot the rule. I forgot some of the cards in Uno. It was kind of embarrassing. What's going on, Ryan? How you doing, buddy? Mouth loving his squad. I know Blake's loving his squad. Derek, are you still with us? How is your team doing? Derek didn't get in this specific room, so he had the first pick. I know he told me. He said he got who was it? Someone awesome at the pick 48. Who did he get? Garrett Wilson. It was Garrett Wilson. He said he got Garrett Wilson at pick 48, which is wild in a full PPR. Well, there goes Bryce Young. Pipe dream. I should have taken Sam Darnold. All good. Should have just taken Sam. And then opened up A.J. Barner later. One mistake here, but we will figure it out. So we need Gunnar Helm on this squad. We would take Stroud by himself and maybe take, Jalen Noel or some shit. Again, I'm not really too concerned about stacking my third quarterback. That's one of the reasons why I waited on Bryce Young. And I didn't take Sam Darnold because I'm not looking to stack my third quarterback very often. Now, when you only have one stack per of both your first two quarterbacks, it makes more sense to stack your third quarterback. Sadiq, Gadsden. So, yeah, there's no way Juwan Johnson was going to fall back. He would have probably gone to that Brenton Strange pick. So this would be great if Stroud falls back. If not, we have a couple really good options at running back. We do still need one running back on this team. We have 4 running backs. Let's see what falls back to us. All these teams ahead of me right now have 2 quarterbacks, so we could potentially get C.J. Stroud 22 picks after ADP, which would totally soften the blow of not taking Darnold or Bryce Young there. Let's hope that happens. Anyways, what's up, guys? Drop a line, drop a comment. Let's chat about whatever you want to chat about. Movies, obviously football, men's physiques. I'm really, really enamored with the physique of a man. Women's physiques, too. I'm kind of an expert on that. Big Ray is an expert in meniscuses, so we have a doctor on staff here. And there goes Stroud. God damn it. Oh, we definitely need to take Gunnar Helm here. But do I trust this guy not to take a tight end? He has... All right. I'm going to take Helm now, and then I'll take whatever running back falls back. Let's take Helm. It's definitely ahead of ADP. Doesn't matter. We need tight ends here. So we'll take Helm here. Hopefully we can get the last of the fourth tier of tight end with the next pick after this one I'm taking right now. Don't take Samson. Okay, sweet. So what is our buy situation? We have Bijan and we have Corum. I don't care. I'm still taking Dylan Sampson. Love taking Dylan Sampson in full PPR. And I also love talking to the guy.
I want to talk to Samson. Climb her to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
So I'll read you guys off the team right now. At running back, we're sitting with Bijan, ETN, Kenny Gainwell, Blake Corum, and Dylan Sampson. Nico Collins, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Brian Thomas, Carnell Tate's the 5. Jalen Coker is the 6. We have Tyler Shuck and Cam Ward at quarterback, both stacked up at the tight ends. And we have Juwan Johnson and Gunnar Helm, as I mentioned. So pretty solid team. Man, CJ Stroud falling back would have been lovely because I had Nico. So now with Samson, we have an option for Shador. we're going to take whoever. We'll take Geno. We just need a third quarterback that I do like. And if we don't get any of those guys, I'm fine with going Shador and Michael Penix. I'm fine with making this a 4-quarterback team with some guys that'll play at some point in the year. Cam Ward and Shuck are decent enough. Yeah, Tate is a 5. I'm not even a big Tate guy. We'll take that all the time, all day. I just had someone in a dynasty offer me Stroud for Fannin. Single quarter, if it's a super flex, okay. Is single quarterback? I will say this: CJ Stroud is only 24 years old, but CJ Stroud is tied to the best defense in the NFL, and the upside is just, regardless of what you think of CJ Stroud, the upside is so capped with potentially, seemingly, most likely the number 1 defense in the league. At the very minimum, they're a top 5 defense. There's no way they regress worse than that. I could see the Seahawks regressing, the Broncos, not the Texans. No way in hell. There goes Kate Ott, and there goes Geno Smith, which I don't love being off the board. Aaron Rodgers is available. Mendoza would be a nice haul as well. Are we good at running back is the question. So currently we're sitting with Brian Robinson, ETN, Gainwell, Corum, and Sampson. That should be enough. Gainwell's a nice 3. Corum's a good 4. Sampson's going to catch some passes. Take a shot on like Damon Claiborne or something late. I know Mouth has Kyler Murray, but sorry, buddy. CJ Stroud in a late 2027 first or Brock Purdy. Man, probably Brock Purdy, depending on how deep the league is. That's close. How late is it? Jake Browning's awful, Hetzer. So yes, that is no bueno. This guy's got 2 tight ends. This guy's got 3 quarterbacks. So we're gonna take Aaron Rodgers if he falls. Oh, there goes Pat Freiermuth. Now we're not gonna take Aaron Rodgers. Man, if this guy takes Dulcich, I'm kind of cooked. Tight ends went fucking crazy in these last couple rounds. I'm going to have to make this a 4 fucking tight end team, too. Don't take Dulcich, buddy. It's way after ADP. I get that it's a good pick. Don't get auto-drafted. All right, he took Marshawn Lloyd. All right, we're loving the tight end room now. Johnson, Helm, and Dulcich. Totally fine with that room. Now we got to reinforce some other positions. We got to think about potential stacking options with our players. Calvin Ridley seems really nice here. Calvin Ridley is already off the board. So Kayshon Boutte, Bernard, Mooney, Coleman, Bateman, no. We might just take Ray Davis. Or do we just take an Aaron Rodgers, an unstacked Rodgers? I think we're going to go unstacked Rodgers. Not great for upside. There's no way this team doesn't advance if I just have a decent quarterback room. Way late on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, Cam Ward, and Tyler Shuck. Johnson, Helm, and Dulcich. Those are bad onesies for sure. I can still possibly take a 4th quarterback, but the rest of my team, the start of this draft for the position players, like Terry McLaurin as my 3 when I have Bijan and ETN. Brian Thomas is a 4. Colonel Tay is a 5. We have 6 really good receivers. We have 5 really good running backs. We still have 3 picks left to go. Kappa says, do you have much Burrow? I feel uncomfortable when I leave a best ball draft without him. I can't imagine him not in the 40 touchdown range. Well, the way to imagine it, Kappa, is him getting hurt. I mean, if he stays healthy, yes, I agree. These are all 4 for a passing touchdown. So I don't, in a 6 for a passing touchdown, Joe Burrow should be like the 3rd quarterback off the board, like without even question. I'll take him unstacked. He's hard to stack. If you don't have Higgins or Chase Brown or Jamar Chase, like you can't backstack him very comfortably. I'm probably at 8% on Joe Burrow. I'm gonna go more on. I feel like the quarterback advantage in redraft is so much greater with a guy like Joe Burrow because stacking doesn't matter. So I'm gonna be pretty bullish on Burrow at the proper cost in redraft. Best ball, I'm pretty much standard 8% with him. I did not see that, Hetzer. What tab did you put it in? Kyle says, you keep Pollard or Kittle? Depends on your needs, but I'm not a Pollard guy. I am taking George Kittle there. You get 1 or 2 years of elite tight end stuff. We got Silent in here. I want to shout out to our boy Silent. Silent is the newest professional in the Patreon. So let's all give Silent a salute, give him a round of applause, a thank you, and appreciation, and welcome. And he's been in the community for a little while, but now he's officially a professional. So he's going to play in a redraft. I forget, it's the best ball redraft. He's playing in a league with us, a community league with us. Appreciate you, Silence, and glad to have you officially aboard the community, my dude. Silent is a local guy. We live about 15 minutes away. He's in Batavia. So we got to plan something out, Silence, before the season, before the drafts really start kicking. Or even in the season, let's plan to grab a beer, some grub. Once I'm done with this little cleanse, I can actually have like a burger and shit or pizza. Let's get together. Let's go to Aurelio's in Geneva. That's my mandate spot. I took Kappa there. I take all the guys in my life to Aurelio's, and hopefully you like Aurelio's. It's goated. Traded my first, second, third last year, but I have Josh Allen, Breece Hall, AJ Brown, Rashee Rice, Kenneth Walker, Bucky Irving, and George Kittle as my keepers. I want Kittle. You have Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker and Bucky Irving. Dude, I want nothing to do with Tony Pollard. Get him off your team. Tony Pollard probably has a shorter shelf life than George Kittle, dude. Keep Kittle. You're keeping Kittle, dude. All day you're keeping Kittle. It's not a dynasty league either. You're keeping Kittle. Definitely. All right. Let's take an upside shot on one more running back. Take Mike Washington and then pair it up with Torrey Horton, which will still give us one last pick. I could fire a shot at a quarterback as well, maybe even a fourth tight end. I think I'm more comfortable at tight end than quarterback. No problem, Kyle. We'll take Washington as our sixth running back. And then gonna fire up Torrey Horton. If this guy snipes me on Torrey Horton, he's way down the board. I will be impressed, and I'll say congratulations, and I'll pivot. But we love Torrey Horton. We'll take Bernard if he takes Horton. There's no way Horton's making it back to me with a couple people I know in this room. Loving this squad. We're going to probably go over to Underdog at some point. We'll see what you guys all want to do. Maybe one more DraftKings. Can you not do DraftKings, Connor? Because if you can't do DraftKings, I will specifically move over to Underdog for my boy, Connor. Unfortunately, there's no new tournaments there, which sucks. And Connor's also coming to the Chicagoland area for Cubs Cardinals. It's this weekend, correct? Yoshi might lose his job, though, Kappa. That's the worry, man. Colby Young, I'm a big fan of Colby Young. If you have not watched Colby Young, Kappa, go watch some highlights of him. I know he has some personal stuff, and, he's not a lot of production in college. Dude's a monster. Looks like Terrell Owens out there. I'm exaggerating a bit, but definitely a big fan of Colby Young. But I'm not willing to take Colby Young in a best ball. I've taken him in a couple. 100%, man. Get Big Ray. Everyone's here. Kappa, everyone is in the area for the most part, besides Tom and Hastings are the two that are not in the area. What's going on, Sean? Happy Sunday night to you. Definitely love Torrey Horton as well. Yeah, just throw like $6 in, man. That'll give you at least a couple drafts, $10, whatever you want to do. Next weekend, okay. Yeah, probably just one more DraftKings. At least we have tournaments to get into. Where Underdog has nothing, man. I don't want to do any more. I've already done enough eliminators and weekly winners for my liking, and I'm waiting on Best Ball Mania. We could do some sit and goes, but I'd prefer that we could do one. If we hit the goal, guys, we need 15 more likes in this video. We need 20 super chat dollars. We need 10 subs. Let me check the sub count. We need 10 from the start of the video. 9 subs. We need 9 subs, 20 super chat dollars, 14 more likes, or someone joining the Patreon. Also, gentlemen, new people in here. It's only a 1-month thing, a little trial run here before the start of the season. If you want to get in, we're running a little promo. We have 2 promos going. One is going to be separate. That's going to be Kappa's deal. This is our promo. It's 50% off the first month. Then you got to commit to the full thing. It's only $5 a month, so this is $2.50 to get in the community for the first month. And then after that, it's going to go to full price. It's still pretty goddamn cheap. So use the promo code PRO. The link's in the description for the Patreon, or just go to the website. Just find it on Patreon, Professional Fanatics. You get half off. It's literally zero risk besides $2.50. If you want to get in the $10 tier, you get access to my bets. I have, the season long, like the in-season stuff isn't here yet, but I do have 5 NFL future bets listed in there. I went 4-1 last year. I've been 13-7 since starting the channel on these said NFL future bets. So under the link in the description, I have the promo code as well. It's PRO. So hop in, join, get a part of what we're doing here. We'll at least find people you see in here every single night. You won't regret it. If you have any questions, ask the chat, ask me. They'll help you. I'll help you. And would appreciate it. JJ McCarthy off the board. Wow. Oh, that's Mouth who has Kyler. Don't love that. So I did mention, let's see, we got a $20 banger from Mouth to get a 3rd draft just for Derek's new school year. Also got me a beer chug. I'm going to take care of that chug after this draft is over. Appreciate you, Mouth. Guys, also, if you're in here, you're unfamiliar with Downtown Sports, 23 platforms, as well as YouTube. They're on YouTube now. Ian Eagle, Noah Eagle. Ian Eagle's coming on the show on September 1st. So once you get in our community, you can actually get in the Discord, and we're going to vote on the best fan question to have Mouth on air ask Ian Eagle. So you can get a personal question to Ian Eagle about the NFL season, about your favorite team, about a fantasy question. Uncle Ian's been playing fantasy since the inception of fantasy, literally like 1990. So that's a cool option. Oh, shit. All right. Well, this is pretty cool. Tua might fall back to us. If that's the case, we're digging life right now. So, yeah, check out Downtown Sports. Give them a like, give them a follow, give them a sub on YouTube, Downtown Sports, where sports come home. Well, it's some insurance for sure for Kyler, but if JJ was a starter, he's not winning shit. He's awful. I mean, did we watch him play last year? He was an okay fantasy asset for a couple games. He can use his legs, but like JJ McCarthy will probably barely crack your lineup. You have Hurts and Kyler. I see why you did it for sure. I would have much rather taken Tua in that situation because Tua is actually going to start the year and might keep the job all year. So we ended up with Tua, Rodgers, Cam Ward, and Tyler Shuck. Really love this team. Torrey Horton is the 7th receiver. We're a little light at receiver, but not really because our 5 is Tate. And 6 running backs. This is a really good team. All right, Blake, I'll get to the team. If you guys want to submit your teams, Mouth, Derek, like this, post it like he did in order. I will grade them while we're waiting for the next draft or while we're waiting for my pick. So let's move over to the lobby again, guys, and we'll do the same draft. $3. It's the $3 500K play action. It's not the 1 million play action. That one's almost full. I've already got that one maxed out. So we're gonna go to this one right here. Connor's amazing. Yeah, we like having Blake draft with us as well. I think we all drafted really good teams there. So Mouth and Derek, put your team like Blake did in the chat, and I will I'll grade it for you. We'll chat it out. So we're gonna do a countdown from 5, and we'll join it up together. So I'm gonna count down from 5 right now. I'm gonna click on it real quick just so we all get it up and ready, and make sure it's on 30-second fast draft so you don't get in a slow draft. I'll check it, Mouth. I much prefer this way, though, so I can actually look at the teams. All right, let's wait for Derek. It's Derek's night. We're going to wait for Derek. How many rounds you got left, brother? Let's read off. Here, I'm going to check with the Discord. By the way, we have all new socials. Thanks to Rob Capizzello. It is a $3 one. Yeah, we have all new socials, guys. I'm going to put those in the Discord. So if you guys want to start following me, we're going to start being a lot more active on those platforms. I know Discord's where we really run it from, but even a like and, a follow helps a lot. So let's get to Mouth Squad here. We have Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Shador, and J.J. McCarthy, Chase Brown, Cam Scatterbo, Quinshon Judkins, Keaton Mitchell's your 4, Charbonnet's your 5, Claiborne's your 6, JJ, Devonta Smith, Roma Dunze, Josh Downs is your 4, Worthy's your 5, Concepcion, Mitchell's your 7. That's solid. And you have Hawkinson as your 1 with Terrence Ferguson and Eli Stowers. So a little light at tight end, but it's an aggressive team. I wish you took Shador so early. I wish you had, if this team needs Aaron Rodgers. This team needs Geno Smith. I'm sure those guys were gone. I would much prefer Tua, but really good team, Mal. I think we all had really good value. I think this is a B2B plus squad in my book. Definitely dig it. Let's see what Derek says. Which $3 one? It's the same as we were doing before. It's right here. The 500K play action. The 500K, Connor. 500K. You got it. Please comment on my idea for Mouth and Derek. Sorry, man. It's easy to get this chat to get lost in the chat. Mouth and Derek need to do short segments where they break down fantasy trade submissions. 2 different perspectives. I want to get you guys in the same room as well, and then you guys can make out. That's the goal here. Let's wait for Derek. He'll be done in a second, guys. We're doing the 500K play action. $3 20 entry max tourney. So come draft with us. Give us a minute or two for everyone to get ready. This is Blake's squad. Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Mendoza, Cook, Genti, Chuba, C-Rod, Tajay. It's a fine five running back room with Chuba and C-Rod. Pretty nice. Flowers, T. Higgins, Watson, Sutton, Flournoy's your 5, Tesla, Tank Dell, Hurst, Leggett with Pitts, Kelsey, Mason Taylor. Yeah, I don't love the back end of the draft either, but this is really close to Mouse team. This is a little bit safer of a team. Flowers, Higgins, Watson, Sutton. Sutton's a nice 4. Then it drops off a little bit to your 5, but quarterback room's good. You have definitely a solid tight end room with Pitts and Kelsey, and then Mason Taylor thrown in there. So B2B plus as well. Who do we think won? I read off Mouth's team. I think it's pretty damn close. Derek. Derek's done. His team is shit. Not sending. Dude, you got Garrett Wilson at pick 48. What's going on? How do you fuck that up? All right, he's ready for the next one. All right, I'm gonna count you guys down from 5, and then let's join it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join it up. I also owe a chug, so let's get this chug race going here. If you're new to the program, it is a great tradition. So here is the chug race.
Here you go.
Who won? Let me know who won. I guess I get in my own draft, guys. I guess I got in the underflow. Did you guys get in another one? I don't see anyone in here. Are you guys in a lobby already that started? Or are you in the overflow? Yeah, I don't see anyone in here, man. Well, you guys are all drafting. You're all 10. We'll just do a draft together, I guess. 2 out of 12. Derek says he's at 2 out of 12. I am very confused. All right, we'll draft against each other and then post your teams or send your teams to me in the chat is actually the best way, like Blake did. And then we'll do draft grades. Maybe I was a little premature. I've been known, like Forrest Gump, to be a little premature. Not that premature. By the way, Jenny didn't even do anything. She just took her shirt off, and Forrest just busted. And that was probably a giant bust because that dude, you know, he's not pleasuring himself. So that thing was just probably a mess, dude. He was already wet from the rain. Like, have some manners, Forrest. Like, for real, dude. You just destroyed this chick's apartment. Her fucking roommate's sleeping in the next bed. Just a really, really weird situation for Forrest Gump. And you know what? He should have apologized. It's the one case where he was the asshole, right? And it wasn't Jenny necessarily being the asshole.
He can't masturbate. He can't make it come out.
He can't go left?
No, he can't go to his left. Can you go to your left?
Nah, nobody can.
No one can.
Hard, you know. It's funny, though. There's other things I can do lefty. I can eat lefty. I can brush my teeth lefty.
There's a big difference. You need rotation. You need tempo. You need feel.
Season. I think you learn a lot. In fact, you learn a heck of a lot more when things aren't going well than when it is going well. And I learned a lot.
Thank you, Todd Monken. Fucking twins over there, man. See if we can build another banger. We had a great banger before. Love that voice. I love Curb. I love Curb, man. Curb's the best. All right, let's get our head on straight here. I'm still discombobulated because all you guys got in the wrong draft, or I got in the wrong one. Probably me. It's probably me. We got in the right. It was the right tournament. Just the timing was a little off, which is weird with this specific. Let's see here. Just queue up a couple guys. Take CD, and then we'll definitely get a running back here in the second round. Oh, Pacheco is winning the poll. Let's take a look at this poll here. The poll was best standalone handcuff, best pure handcuff, I believe I phrased it at. Is Pacheco winning? I thought Tank Bigsby might take the poll down tonight. We have a tie. I just voted for Bigsby. So we have a tie at 32% with Pacheco and Bigsby. I actually voted myself for Pacheco the first time, so I evened my votes out. And it's close. It's close. Yeah, Pacheco's got a way better role with Dan Campbell and just a better situation, but Bigsby's a better player for sure at this stage. Up in one pick. Let's see who's here. We're going to take a Marion Hampton. I don't take a lot of Hampton, but at this point, you know, I don't like Hampton at 13, 14. At pick 16, I can get on board with some Hampton. That's the highest I will take him. All the other running backs are gone. I could have taken A-Chain. I'm good with Hampton there, though. Also, let's diversify the portfolio a little bit, just a little bit. Always a good thing. All right. Guys, if you're new here, sub to the channel, drop a comment, say hello, say what's up, ask a question. Could be any question. Interact with us. We like to talk to everyone, and is not just me, the chat. We're very friendly. No one really bites too hard. I don't think we bite too hard. Every time I say that, I think of Andy Dick. You don't want to be a biter. These are full PPR, Connor. DraftKings are full PPR. What's going on, Wally? Got Wally in the chat. You would have loved this. Mouth the last draft took your boy JJ McCarthy, and the only thing better than that for Wally would be seeing Mike Storey, who he is. Wally is the biggest fan of Storey. Loves him, probably because he looks like Kevin O'Connell, but he has a man crush for sure on Mr. Mike Storey. You're going to see Storey on Thursday and Friday night. We're doing upside floor segments with Chaz and Storey on Thursday, and then Storey and Nick O, the dynamic duo, on Friday night. So Friday's going to be running backs. Thursday's going to be wide receivers. Really good segment. We pick 3 or 4 names going. So, for instance, it could be like Chase Brown, Saquon Barkley, and Hampton, and we all chat out. We all, pick who has the highest upside of the group, who has the highest floor. And if we have the same player, that means we're in love with this player. So another group I'm thinking for tight ends is like TJ Hawkinson, Brock Bowers, Trey McBride. So that's a tough one for me. I'd probably go Hawkinson for highest upside, and then maybe the highest floor is Bowers, maybe. Just a joke, of course. You guys know my love of Brock Bowers. Josh Allen goes at the 304, pick 28. He goes a lot higher. So Josh Allen on DraftKings is ADP 25 or 26. Josh Allen on Underdog is pick 35 now. And I don't understand the difference there, because I know stacking's less important and you get a 300-yard passing bonus, but like he's not a 300-yard passing kind of dude. He gets you 260 and he gets you the rushing stuff, and it's still 4 for a passing touchdown. So I feel like I like the advantage of Josh Allen on Underdog more than I do on DraftKings. So pretty strange how that works. I am up in a couple picks. Let's see what we're looking at here. We have Hampton and Lamb. Again, guys I don't draft a lot of. Hampton I definitely don't draft a lot of. But Jeremiah Love would be lovely if he fell there. Ibuka would be fine. Let's take some guys we don't always take. And we are up in 1 pick. Let's see who we have. Dude, we just got Jeremiah Love here. Let's get it, man. This is lovely. No pun intended. Sweet. No, I get it. It's not worth it. He shouldn't be going 8 picks, 10 pick, almost 10 picks higher in DraftKings. You know what I mean, Ryan? And especially when, if anything, quarterbacks should be suppressed in DraftKings because it's full PPR. Wide receivers score so many more points. So if anything, I'm reverse. I actually want Josh Allen more in Underdog. And I'm not going to draft that way. I'm just saying. I take Josh Allen a decent amount in Underdog because I get him at like the 40th pick sometimes. I'd never really take a quarterback in best ball at their ADP, at least not an early quarterback, just based on the format and being able to take 3 guys and pair them together. I'm way more bullish on going early quarterback in redraft, even though I don't do that very often either. I'm a late quarterback guy. Always have been. We made a lot of money on Trevor Lawrence last year and Matt Stafford, which is the funny thing. We made that money because we had Justin Fields everywhere. But when you draft Justin Fields, you're always drafting a backup just based on risk of getting benched or injured or just being bad, which he was all of those. He got hurt, he got benched, and he's bad. But you know what? Justin Fields, if he gets an opportunity in Kansas City, I should be off this guy. Oh, I am up. Holy shit. We got T. Higgins, right? All right. T. Higgins. We're happy with that. That's an auto pick. I usually draft from my phone because I don't want my queue to be visible to everybody. But I'm the only one in here. So, you know what? That's an example. That is an example of a good auto pick. T. Higgins in the 4th round. Whew, got a little scared there.
Looking back, I never should have tried to do 2 fantasy football drafts while flying a plane. I ended up with 4 defenses. Ugh.
FE117, looks like you got rough weather. Maybe you should just do auto draft for your fantasy leagues. Over.
Negative control. I am heterosexual. Over.
Yes, Quagmire is definitely. Quagmire's probably buy, right? Like if we had to bet, let's bet on the chances that he has had an experience other than that experience, right? Where he's experimented is the word. I would say like 99% Quagmire has done some fucked up shit. And I'm not, okay, it's weird to call that fucked up. Some stuff that's non-traditional. Let's phrase it like that. 99%. Give me your percentage in the chat. That's a new poll. That Quagmire has gone the other way. That Quagmire has putt from the rough. I think it's 99%. I really do. Maybe he did it just to get a chick. Like, who knows? It's Quagmire. But I'm going 99% with Quagmire going the other way. At one point in his life. Let's get some a little bit more upbeat tunes going on here. And what's this one? Connor fell asleep last night, drafted a team with 4 quarterbacks and 4 tight ends again. Probably wasted $40 by sleeping this season. I got to make a new cutaway with Quagmire just for that reason. And let's just go to the queue and see what we have here. We have a pretty nice start. We have Lamb, Hampton, Love, and T. Higgins. This is money. We're not looking at Joe Burrow until pick 64, which I'm totally cool with there. I'm not going to reach on him. He is the next quarterback. I'm not taking him here. I'm fine with the naked T. Higgins. None of these guys have quarterbacks, but we're not gonna, he probably would be gone anyway. But Judkins is available. We would love Judkins. TJ Moore's available. Watson, JMO. I'll even take Rome. Tyler Warren. Okay. Got our queue set here. We're gonna push Joe Burrow as far as we can. Again, not reaching on Joe Burrow. I know it's nice to get the 300-yard bonus, but let's take Judkins, dude. And there's a chance we get either Watson or Rome coming back. We're gonna take Judkins. I love Judkins. Even in a full PPR. Love the running back room. Hampton, Love, and Judkins, Lamb, and T. Higgins. Let's see if we can get our boy falling back to us here. I'm going to put a couple other guys in the queue. Joe Burrow for sure should be the highest up in the queue. Fine with any of these dudes here. No running backs anymore. And Brian Thomas, I'll pop him in there. Not too bullish on Tate. There goes Watson. Parker Washington. The Parker Washington love is just insane. Just insane. Over Christian Watson. Okay, let's take a guy that's 5'10", that's going to play 60% of the snaps. Over Christian Watson, who's a monster of a man, that's going to play every single snap and be the true number 1 with Jordan Love. Like, I trust Jordan Love still more than I trust Trevor Lawrence, personally. Derek's got a Henry Jacobs and Judkins room. That's pretty sexy. This guy could take Trevor Lawrence here. This dude could take Justin Herbert. So hopefully they don't take just an unnecessary. So the Chase Brown team, that was the bullet I dodged. In theory, because he could have taken Joe Burrow and paired him up with Chase Brown. It's also best ball. Like the Parker Washington's appeal is like being a safe floor PPR play. And there goes Joe Burrow. So, okay, dude. Nice pick. We're going to take Brian Thomas. That's fine. Sucks, but... I would love that. So, we still have an option for Dak Prescott in the next round. We have an option for Trevor Lawrence in the next round. We have Hampton, so we could, in theory, take Justin Herbert. We have Quinshon Judkins. We could take Shador. That's a joke. Terrible joke. Terrible joke. I would probably leave if I was watching this live stream and someone said that joke. I would probably fucking leave.
Just accept the fact that you're white trash, all right? Take a look at yourself. You can't do backflips. You don't know karate. You're white trash.
You're white trash too, dude. Look at those shorts are white trash.
Do not call the shorts white trash. Dennis told me about these shorts, and they're not white trash. Look at this. Look at this. Look what I can do. What is white trash about that? Don't call me white trash.
I feel like if I had that kind of mobility, I'd be capable of almost, well, pretty much anything.
Yeah, you would be. What up, Dis Bandit? How you doing, man? How we doing? Pour up a beverage here. Let's do that. Love it. And there go the quarterbacks. Feeling no pain. That's a good thing. Unlike Ricky Pearsall, it was too early. Too early on the Ricky Pearsall joke front. My bad. Still can't get over that guy taking Burrow. Like, why did he take Burrow? In what world do you take Joe Burrow there? So we'll check out the queue here in a second. There goes DK Met Bull, Quentin Johnson DK. Nice little combo there. This guy took a Lamar Jackson without anything. Do you have a lot of Ricky in Best Ball, Disbanded? You know, it's weird. I had 0 Ricky the first half of Best Ball season. All the stuff we did in March and April and in May, almost up to June, I started taking Ricky a little bit more. I didn't want to miss out. I still like 7 or 8% Ricky, which, you know, I'm actually very high on George Kittle early on, so I got really nice value with Kittle. Don't have a lot of Stribling. I do have a lot of Debo, though, so that kind of softens it a little bit. I'm at like 10% on Debo. So we're going to pop Dak in there. We can also, well, there goes that. So we have to hope we get Trevor Lawrence falling back. I am not reaching on Trevor Lawrence. Not reaching on quarterbacks. Let's take Godwin. Gives us a chance to get Baker later. CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Brian Thomas, and Godwin with Hampton, Love, and Judkins. I like the team I did earlier. The team I just drafted way better than this. Still a decent start. Not hating on him, man. Just fucking making funny jokes. I know you take it personal because you're a Niners fan. Give me a break. I take shots at everyone, dude. There goes Trevor Lawrence. That's stupid, but okay. He has Parker Washington, so I probably shouldn't have done that. We got to get to our queue here. RJ Harvey. Alec Pierce is fine there. Sam Laporta could be fine there as well. What pick is this? Pick 88. We could take Sam Laporta and potentially take Jared Goff later. So I'm going to get Sam Laporta in the queue as well. We took Alec Pierce. We were taking that. Lamb, Higgins, Brian Thomas, Godwin, Alec Pierce. I'm very high on Josh Downs as well. But just trying to make this a good receiver room. Sean is a Niners fan. I think Pearsall's ass. I think Pearsall is a great player. Like one of the best man beaters in football right now. But if you're not on the field, then that gets thrown out. It's also a really limited sample size. Tungus hype slowed down a lot. Yeah, man. Kittle. I think Kittle's. I don't think he's on the pup. I think Kittle misses week 1. I think we talked about this with Nico. Their first game is in Australia or whatever. They don't play him that game. They start him week 2. So you're going to get 1 week of Tungus, and then, hold on to Tungus because Kittle is old. And he got hurt before this Achilles stuff. Justin Fields, man. McCall, if this is a 4 for a passing touchdown league, Justin Fields is the answer. Like, he is the answer. I know he'd dominate in fantasy with Kansas City. Yeah, we're not talking about the gunshot. He had other injuries, other soft tissue stuff as well. Oh, damn, dude. That's a wild scoring setting. Dude, but Justin Fields doesn't throw any picks because they don't allow him to actually, throw the ball. So, Mac Jones will throw some picks, best quarterback, Joe Flacco is an option there. Joe Flacco. I don't like that format at all, McAuliffe. Just me personally. I'm gonna get my app up here so I don't miss out and see what I have. Let's see. So we have 3, 5. We have no onesies. No option for quarterbacks yet. Nothing. We have Baker Mayfield, but I'm not taking him. We're queuing up some running backs right now. We could potentially take Xavier Worthy. So we're going to take Kyle Monangai. Just using my phone now. Kyle Monangai. And I will take a 5th running back here and be done with running back and have a really strong room. We're not looking to reach on quarterbacks. Again, in this format, stacking is not as important. Just build the best squad we physically can. Similar to the last team, I didn't take a quarterback or tight end until like round 10. So I would take Worthy here. I would take Rashad White here. That's probably it at running back. Maybe Dobbins. Dobbins is gone. Matthew Golden's a potential. Not Kincaid. I could take Kyler. You know what? I might take an unstacked Kyler. Kenneth says, let's see the team. Long ass day. Shout out to Kenneth. What's going on, my dude? The team is CeeDee Lamb. My other team I did before this was way better, but this is a pretty good team. CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Brian Thomas, Chris Godwin, Alec Pierce at receiver. Hampton. We got Jeremiah Love at pick 33. Hampton, Love, Judkins, and Monangai. So Kyler's off the board now. So we're just getting screwed at quarterback. It's all good. We have 2 really good options here. Worthy or Rashad White. I'm going to end running back here if I can. I'm going to end it with Rashad White at running back. Probably too heavy at running back, but it allows us to take 4 quarterbacks in this team. It allows us to take 3 or 4 tight ends in this team. We have 0 at both. Receiver room is still pretty damn strong. Lamb, Higgins, Brian Thomas, Godwin, Pierce. Monangai as a 4 and Rashad White as a 5 is great. And, Jeremiah Love's going to have some early season issues potentially. Not a big Hampton guy. I'm trying to get some shares up. I didn't hate the value there. So we're golden at running back. We need to get some quarterbacks going here. We want Baker Mayfield. Baker's already gone. Shit, look at that. So we need Daniel Jones in this team really bad. Malik Willis is a good option if I'm going to go unstacked. Don't need to stack Malik Willis. I could take Greg Dulcich late. I could take Kevin Coleman late, something like that. I'll take Love, Shuck, or Willis unstacked if they fall back to me. We're done at running back for the rest of the draft. We still have good options at receiver. We could take a 6 receiver instead of a quarterback or tight end. Shaheed would be fine, which would give me a Sam Darnold opportunity. Yeah, dude, you ain't lying, Dakota. Rodgers never threw picks, and he'd have 35 touchdowns, 6 picks every year. With that format, Aaron Rodgers, the #1 quarterback. He was already #1 a lot of years without that format. -4 for a pick. Way too heavy. I played a lot of leagues, 6 for a passing touchdown, -3 for a pick, which I feel like is kind of fair. But -4 for a pick is diabolical, dude. Like, your quarterbacks, it's a realistic possibility you get negative points if they throw 3 picks. Real ball, we're not going to count preseason ball. I think it's 4 more. No, it's 5 more. 5 more Sundays. Yeah, 5 more Sundays, and the season starts on a Wednesday. So we're getting there, my dudes. We are getting there. We have third drafts coming up, guys. Since we already did 3, the way to get a 4th, $10 in Super Chat. A Patreon member, someone signing up for the community. Sign up for the community. That gets us a 4th draft and also gets you in the community with all these awesome people you see every single show here. Hetzer, Dakota, Derek, Kenneth is involved now. Disbanded, McAuliffe, Sean. Welcome, Sean. And Silence in there as well. Welcome them. Some of the newest members of the community. Welcome all them in and being on board. We appreciate you guys. Jake Ferguson, that's too early. All right, we got some quarterbacks falling here. Definitely quarterbacks falling. This guy's got 0. Okay, he's going to take Tyler Shuck. 2 of the next 3 guys have 1 quarterback. This guy's got 2 running backs. He should probably go running back here. But Matt Talicki there right before me is probably taking a quarterback. But I'm fine with Malik Willis here. Totally fine. There goes Love. That sucks. If this guy should not take Willis. He already has Jared Goff on a week 6 bye. We would love Malik Willis here. Love it. If he takes Willis, I'm gonna take Shaheed. Nope. So let's take Willis. And then we're going to take Daniel Jones with this next pick because we have Alec Pierce. Is there any other options? Sam Darnold is fine as well. Higgins and Shaheed on the board. Okonkwo on the board. I'm just punting tight end at this point. I'm going to take 3 late guys in a row here because the rest of the team is super stacked. Standard format 2. How old are you, McCall, if you don't mind me asking? I think I might already ask you that. Standard format? So, like, no one else scores points but quarterbacks. It's insane. Absolutely insane. You talk about Tyler Shuck, Sean. Tyler Shuck is an old man. We were talking about this the other day. Tyler Shuck is, there goes Sam Darnold. Tyler Shuck is older than Trevor Lawrence, or the same age as Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is entering his 6th NFL season. I repeat, 6th NFL season. So, well, that's documented fact, Connor. Documented fact. Me and Quagmire, dude. Yeah, Tyler Shuck is the same age as Trevor Lawrence. Mind-blowing shit. So, that is why I'm a little off Tyler Shuck in general. Like, it's, especially in best ball, there is a chance. Like, they're not tied to him. It wasn't a first-round pick. He's old as hell. Really, really inconsistent in college. Also, let's not forget, Tyler Shuck has the craziest injury history dating back to college. He played college for 6 years because he never finished seasons. Broken collarbones, fucked up knee, ankle issues. The injury list is insane for Tyler Shuck. So to think they're giving him design runs, like I think he holds up for a whole year. Unlikely, man. Unlikely. And they have some decent quarterback talent behind him. I know that Spencer Rattler is kind of a bum, but he was once the number 1 quarterback coming out of high school. Zach Wilson was a former number 2 overall pick. They have some talent behind Tyler Shuck. It's not like they have, I'm trying to think of a really, really bad backup that you don't want. Like, it's not like they have a bum back then. Oh, McCall's a young dude. I'm 23. It's my dad's league, but one of the league mates has me as a co-manager. Ooh, that's sexy. In a standard league, dude, Derrick Henry should be the fucking a top 5 pick every year. Yeah, Josh Allen doesn't throw very many picks. At least recently, hasn't been throwing as many picks as he did early in his career. Will Levis is the answer, correct. Although I'm still on record saying a team should pick up Will Levis for free. Give him a shot. Ricky Pearsall is still listed here in the list here. He is at 148 ADP right now. But we need tight ends really bad. And 153. It's probably too early for Dulcich. Let's see what's here for us. Who was the fat Kentucky quarterback, Dakota? The hefty lefty. What was his name? The hefty lefty. He was a Kentucky quarterback, right? Dude was a mess, man. Had the weakest arm. He was like a super fat Tim Tebow without the God stuff. Hey, we got Jared Lorenzen. Thank you. We have Jason in here. What's up, dude? Will Levis says he's the best starter in the league. I mean, a lot of these guys have that mentality. He is clearly not even the best backup in the league because he's the third stringer, a potential third stringer. How's your foot, dude? How's your toe, Jason? Are you golfing yet? Gotta hear this. Gotta hear this. Hopefully you are. Juwan Johnson. Probably Juwan Johnson. Don't like this pick, but let's see. Shit. Okay. Another team taking Juwan Johnson. Fucking A. Hate this pick, but I don't have any tight ends, so I have to do it. And there was no quarterback I wanted to take. I mean, if CJ Stroud falls back to pick 160, I would probably just take him. And then I could pair up, Dalton Schultz potentially. And there goes Stroud. Fuck my life. We're not worried about stacking right now. He's back out there. The irons are hot for Jason. He's shooting in the low 80s, early high 70s because dude hits the ball a country mile. And Hetcher says MJ wants your tight ends. He can't have it because I don't want him to have it. He shouldn't have anyone's because he is a weird dude. There he is. Look at that. Let's get Helen to refresh the palate, right? Palate cleanser there, Helen Hunt. And we can also have Big Ray in there. We're on the clock with two guys in the queue. And we're going to take Greg Dulcich a little early. I need some correlation on this team. Just get at least one stack with Malik Willis. Not a guy you have to stack. This back part of the draft is kind of falling apart a little bit on me. Jesus, dude. What are these settings, McCall? $20 a pickup? Fuck that. Well, I guess you're not picking up anyone with 25 rounds, but I hate those, dude. Let people be active. Let people be active. You know what? In honor of our boy Jason and his favorite movie, which is Tropic Thunder, I'm going to drop this clip for him.
Simple Jack, the story of a mentally impaired farmhand who can talk to animals, was a box office disaster that many critics called one of the worst movies of all time.
Got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
But now the question is, can speed...
Kenneth says Malik Willis is on Matthew Berry's hate list. It looks like he's no good. I'm guessing that's tongue-in-cheek from Bank here, from Kenneth, because Matthew Berry's no good. That dude mailed it in years ago, dude. He got that giant payday. Oh, all good, Jason. Jason, patriot, hard worker, great American hero, and also Uncle of the Year. So shout out to Jason. So speaking of Matthew Berry, like his takes are bad. It's been bad for a while now. I used to like Matthew Berry. I followed his, on Sunday Night Football, he does his bet of the game, like the prime time. I think it's Sunday Night Football. He does his bet, his one player prop. And I do that every time too. I went 11-6 on those bets. I think I bet every one. Maybe it was 11-5 because I skipped one. Dude, he was the opposite. He was 6-11. I tracked it because I was like, this guy's making the dumbest bet. Every time it was like CeeDee Lamb over yards. It was always the biggest player. It was never like any deep shot, which sometimes you don't want to get cute, but like, dude, he was hitting like a 30% rate. And like, he wasn't betting that because he makes like $5 million a year. And I don't want to follow someone's bets that's not betting the bet. I want the person that's giving me the picks, like I do with you guys, to actually have $100, $200 in the line. So you know where their heart is. Like they're actually believe this bet enough to put their hard-earned money on it. Matthew Berry wasn't doing any of that. Yes. Kind of saw Matthew Berry at a restaurant, had his wife cut a steak for him. That makes a lot of sense. That is some wild stuff and very believable. I totally believe that. Pretty funny. Pretty goddamn funny, dude. That comment made my day, kind of. Thank you for that. Ooh, let's take. Man, I don't know who the hell to take. I'm not taking Aaron Rodgers again. I'm gonna take Geno Smith a little early. No, I don't have to do that either. We're taking Ferguson. A little early, but we're good. We're good. And then we're going to pop in Geno Smith if he falls. These guys all have 3 quarterbacks now, so we'll take Geno as our 3rd quarterback with Malik Willis and Daniel Jones. We don't hate that. Again, I do not like the back end of this draft, how it's going. God, Manny Ramirez, man, one of the best right-hand hitters of all time. Big fan of Manny Ramirez. Definitely was a Manny guy over David Ortiz. Big Papi. The fact that Big Papi's in the Hall of Fame is a joke. Total joke. Max says, seen a short that made me laugh a lot earlier. Guy said Puka shouldn't get paid because he's his off-field issues. Meanwhile, OBJ, Diggs, if he's healthy, Tyreek would all get paid. Not Puka money, but still. I mean, dude, they've all been pretty innocent. Like, it's weird that he's biting people. Like, that's weird. But, and then he made a stupid remark on a podcast. Let's not forget, Puka Nacua is 24 years old. So the stuff that happened with the remarks he made, he was 23. Dude, I say dumb shit in the show every single day. I'm 38. Like, when you're 23, you're allowed to say some stupid shit. It sucks when you're in the limelight and you're, you know, a awesome athlete in LA. I get that. Let's give the kid a little grace. Like, there was no domestic stuff. He didn't commit any actual crimes. I mean, biting someone, I guess, is a crime. It's weird, but like, you know what I mean? It's not, I don't know. I don't think Puka's a bad dude. I don't think he's a problem. I think he just is a little crazy. And he also gets hit in the head a fuckload. Jason, any spots open for regular fantasy? Take my 100 now. Pretty buzzed up. Yeah, dude, we got you. You're in. I've been trying to ask you. I know you haven't been on the Discord, like I said. We got you, man. I have 1 spot left for the 12-team deep league. We also have a super flex league. It's whatever you want. You choose the league. Just get in touch with me in the Discord, man, and we'll make it happen, my dude. You get access to as many leagues as you want. You're a fanatic. Jason is like the fanatic. He was one of the first guys in there. So shout out to Jason for tuning back in. It's been a while, man. Hopefully we see you more in the regular season. We're starting to kick up here. We are only 38 days, I believe. 38 days from the season. Sweet. Kenneth, Puka was on a podcast and he made a gesture that was like anti-Semitic or something. It was weird. He might have said something too. But dude, he was like, not saying he was set up on a podcast, but it was definitely like, it wasn't like he came out and he was trying to say, it's not like, who was the guy that was doing it? Was it who's the fish sticks guys? Who's the fish stick South Park dude? The rapper. It wasn't like that. It wasn't anything like that. It wasn't even that bad. Good call from Dean. Yes, Kanye is nothing like Kanye. Thank you. I don't know. I tried to not think about that dude. That's why I didn't know his name. But yeah, there's a fine line, right? Of like not be a good person. Just don't be committing crimes. You know, don't commit crimes. We got 3 quarterbacks. We got to start pounding wide receivers here. And our quarterbacks are Geno, Daniel Jones, and Malik Willis. There's not a lot of good options. We have 3 tight ends. It's got to be receivers. I only have 5 receivers, right? Okay, so the rest of the draft has to be receiver. So let's rock with some dudes that I like. I'm going to take Thornton first. All right, we got Mouth and Jason. Gonna do a side bet. I love this idea. Are you in? Is Jason in for a side bet with Mouth? Mouth, you can have all the Jets and Giants players. He'll get Baker and stack up Baker, which would be great. I also owe another chug here. We are moving over to Underdog after this, gentlemen. So we're going to figure out a tournament to play or a sit and go to play. Yeah, pretty nasty stuff with Tyreek Hill, man. And he's very, very fast. He's very, very fast. Let's take Keon Coleman. I don't have no one in this draft with me, so I should be able to get Torrey Horton with the last pick, which would make this team pretty good. So we stopped taking receivers for a while because we had not taken a receiver since the 8th round. But we had Lamb, Higgins, Brian Thomas, Godwin, Pierce. Now we have Thornton and Coleman. It's a decent team. It's nothing like my team I did before. I love that one. Yeah, we could do a sit and go, McCall, $5. Thank you, Dakota. Give it a little tappy tap, guys. Give it a little tappy tap. Give it a sub. And then little baby steps, right? You watch, then you sub, then you join the community, then become a part of this wild thing we do here, which is literally 3 or 4 hours a fucking night. Every single night, even in the off season. We were popping these shows 7 nights a week in May and in June, in fucking March when shit wasn't even happening. That's what we do. Man, if we can get Torrey Horton on this team, I will be rock hard. I think it'll be a decent team. We were doing pre-draft best ball for sure on this show, and that kind of started I've been doing 400 of these a year, but where is Khalil Herbert? He's not on the Colts anymore, Sean. Where's he at? I have not, I'm a Bears fan. I was kind of a fan of Khalil Herbert. Where is Khalil Herbert at? Because you got me on that one, man. You got me on that one. I have 5. My 5 running backs are bonkers. Hampton, Love, Judkins, Benungai, and Rashad White. Niners. Okay. I think they're going to give Kalen Black every chance there. And I think Jordan James is actually the answer. Oh, shit. I still have two more picks. So we have to solidify this wide receiver room. There's no reason to take a 6 running back in the squad. Also, if you're tuning in the show for the first time, I am different than most of these channels for a lot of reasons. We don't just do best ball here. We do 4 or 5 segments every single week and then pop into best ball. But I stream all of my redrafts. I streamed last year 28 redrafts, high stakes leagues on Fantrax and some of my home leagues. This year I'm upping it. I'm doing 40 leagues, 40 redrafts because I'm a psycho. I'm going to be streaming about 34 of them. So that is the most accurate prep you could have for your drafts to get the real-time ADP, me talking through these drafts, looking who I'm drafting, and just looking at the board in general, right? The landscape and, drafts. I'm starting them on the 19th of August of this month. And then from the first draft, we see the ADP change, right? We see guys, Travion Henderson, for instance, last year was steamed up like 16 picks, a round and a half, based on that stupid kick return he had. And those are things we need to pay attention to. So great resource if you're looking to prep for your drafts. Nothing better, really, because not a lot of people stream their redrafts, because not a lot of people do a lot of redrafts. I do. 40 of them, because I have issues. Major issues. I don't know what the issue is, but it's an issue.
And half black equals full black, and that's not my rule. That's a society's rule. That's why Drake could say the N-word a million times, and everyone's like, I love this song. I want to dance to this song. I want to slow grind to it.
It's because he's Canadian. That's why he can say it. It means something different in their language.
I don't think that is the case.
Canadians can get away with anything. Damn, Torrey Horton's off the board, huh? So let's start taking some stacks with Malik Willis. We're gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna take Bell here. Let's take Bell. I don't take a lot of Bell on this team in particular. Let's do that. And then we could take Deion Burks. I don't want to do that. Pat Bryant. I'm just putting some guys in the queue here. Man, it gets real thin and shitty here. Is there a quarterback we're taking? Tua's on the board? Fuck, I'll take Tua. I'll rock Tua here. We have 8 receivers. Lamb, Higgins, Brian Thomas, Godwin. Pierce is the 5. The 6 is Thornton. The 7 is Coleman. Don't love that with Chris Bell. But we're going to have a running back and flex quite a bit. We'll just pop in a 4th quarterback. I mean, who cares, right? DeAndre Hopkins is still listed on here. Hopkins is officially a fucking coach. All right, we have an official bet. Taking Tua for a 4th quarterback. We have a bet. Jason and Mouth right here. This is $100. I'll be the mediator here for this bet. We got to make sure you're in the same league. It's a 12-man league. So you have the last spot, Jason. I'll get in touch with you on Discord, and we'll settle out the parameters of the bet, whether it's total record. I prefer total points. It's probably the best way to go about a season-long bet. That's the way I like to rock it because it takes away the matchups, right? Let's go with the best team. Let's go. You guys are cute. Love it. I love it. I love all the community members. You guys are the shit, man. You guys are the shit. Keep being you. We're going to hop over to Underdog right after this draft is over. And I also owe a chug for Jason and Mouth Supers. Love you guys. Both long time people of the show. Important people of the show. So let's do a chug race in commemoration of this bet that is going on between Jason and Mouth that we cannot wait to watch shake down. So let's do a little chug race here. I'm winning this one. I feel good about this one.
Here you go.
I spilled in my shirt. Who won? Let me know who won. I can't see it because I'm delayed. Fourth draft initiated. McAuliffe, appreciate you, my dude. What is this comment? Lucas says, oh, this is an upbeat quote here from Lucas. 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, that chug. This famous verse is a short and powerful reminder that God gives you the strength to face any. Man, hopefully it makes my lineup good. Appreciate the comment, dude. Stay up, stay positive. Like I always say at the end of this show, it's not quite religious, but it's spiritual, and it's about being a good person and loving life. Love your life, stay positive, and respect each other. That's what we all want to do. That's a key. So we're going to move over here to, let's see here, Underdog. God, DraftKings takes so long. That was 2 hours essentially for 2 drafts. There is nothing here, boys. So we're going to go to sit and goes. Why is it saying nothing here? Hold on a second. Oh, it's PPR season. Okay. 2026 season slate. This one's already pretty full, but there is a... Give me a thumbs up. If you're down to draft, give me a thumbs up here if you're going to hop in. These are best ball drafts, Lucas. We're just prepping for the season. We're just having fun, having a good time. So definitely welcome to draft with us, hang out with us. We try to spread positivity and love here, as well as talk some shit about, crazy things that happen. So McCall's in the $5 sit and go already. You're in the 12-teamer, right? How many are in there? McCall, right now? I'm seeing 2. How many are in there? I see 2 people in there. Derek's got 2 rounds. All right, let's all join this and see if it could almost fill. You have some time, Derek. $5 12-team sit and go. Let's all join that up. And by the time Derek's done, it should be good. So, Connor, yeah, $5 sit and go. Is it 10 remaining right now on your screen there, McAuliffe? Now it should say 9. Are we all on the same one? You guys see my screen now? There's 4 people in here. Eight? Yeah, we got 8. We're all on the same one. All right, hopefully Derek gets in. I think you're fine, Derek. Don't rush. All right, we're strapping in. We got another draft after this. We have 4 drafts tonight, guys. This is the start of the 3rd draft. Waiting on 4 people, Derek. If you want to just move over real quick on your phone after you make your pick and just enter this draft so you don't lose your spot. Would love that. All good, Hatcher. I appreciate you just hanging out with us, man. Man, that was your first time watching Fargo, McAuliffe? I know you said you're 23, so you're younger for sure. Man, Fargo is an all-time classic. Wacky movie, funny movie. Coen brothers just crushing. That was your first time. Holy shit, dude. You know what's awesome? Like, you're young. I can give you, we do a lot of movie stuff in this show, or at least we did before we went to just totally fantasy football. In the offseason, we still, touch on like one show a week. We do something. But there's so many awesome movies that you probably have not seen. Being 23, you were born in what, 2003? Shit, man, that's when movies started dying. I feel like 2014 movies really fell off. And the 90s and the 80s, dude, the 90s in particular, like just go look at 1994, 1995, and 1996. Look at those years. 98 was also a good movie year. Fucking bangers, dude. Bangers. Like 20 all-time epic, maybe not all-time epic, but just like movies that are in the lexicon that are huge in pop culture. Waiting for 2 people. Have you seen any David Fincher, McAuliffe? Have you seen like Seven, Fight Club, Gone Girls? Definitely a highly recommended movie if you've not seen that. Any David Fincher movie is gonna just be is awesome. Like I can't recommend. He's my favorite director. I mean, he doesn't have the best. Christopher Nolan probably has better total filmography, but Christopher Nolan, in terms of stylistically and just some of the movies, is the best. Jason, the YouTube membership is not going to get, it's nothing else different, Jason. I just do this to get some people in and then they join the Patreon. So, I can go, you can watch The Game, McAuliffe. The Game is another good one from Fincher. It's not quite to the level of Fight Club and Seven, but, it's got Michael Douglas in it. It's okay. Sean Penn's in it as well. Jason, you support the show more than enough, my dude. You don't got to go down that rabbit hole, man, but I do appreciate you. Waiting on 2 more. Derek, are you here? Did you get in this one? We need 3 more subs for 3,020. We've gotten 17 subs in this week, which is not a bad thing to do. Yeah, I don't love the later Ocean 11 films or whatever, 12 and 13. The first one's pretty goddamn good. The cast is awesome. Waiting on one person for this draft. It's going to be competitive, boys. One more person. 12-team, $5 sit and go.
I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
We were talking about whoever made the comment about them not wanting to pay Puka because he did some shit off the field, which wasn't even that crazy. Did we all forget about this man?
Jeez, Peter, you're more excited than Adrian Peterson at an arboretum.
Daddy, what kind of tree is that?
Man, I want to beat you with so many things around here.
$5 sit and go, Kappa. 12-team, $5 sit and go. Make sure you're on the 2026 slate, not the PPR or Superflex or any of those. One spot left. First come, first serve. Let's get to Derek's team here. He's got Goff, Darnold, Penix, Henry, Jacobs, Judkins, Pacheco, Bigsby. So Henry, Jacobs, Judkins, Pacheco, Bigsby. Love that. JSN, Zay Flowers, QJ Pierce is 4, Addison, Shakir, Horton, Hurst, Ayuk, Kraft, Hawk, Barner. That looks like a banger, dude. That's a banger. Good team from Derek. I have the 11. Oh, we have Connor, Mouth, Montana, Sean, McCullough, Dean. I think Dean's in this. Campa's at 7. Wow, we have like 9 people in here. 9 people in here. It's intense. Lucas, man, I love the comments. I love you tuning the show. But if you're just going to recite Bible verses, I'm going to refer you to your local church, and I'm sure they have a lot of get-togethers. You know, nothing against, I'm right down the middle when it comes to politics and religion, and you know what, to each their own, brother. But, you know, we can also all just go read that stuff on our own. So do appreciate you commenting. Not really a big fan of reading these things, and they all mean well. I like them. I'm just saying, like, this is generally for fantasy football, for movies, for random stuff. And this is random what you're doing for sure. But much love, man. Hopefully you don't take that personal, but just it is a lot of work to draft teams, talk, not sound like an idiot, and manage a chat. If I have verses, whatever they call them, being read out to me. I'm also trying to grade teams, a lot of stuff going on. Let's see here. Let me get my app open here. I'll get you guys some draft grades. Give me 1 second. Oh, here we go. All right. I'll get to you in a second, Jay. Hold tight. We got Dak, Ward, Tua, Chase, Brown, Kyron, Travion, Chuba, Dobbins. Really good running back room. Really good running back room. Love the quarterback room as well. CeeDee Lamb, Waddle, Tate, Golden is your 4. Juwan Jennings, Wicks, Thornton, Malachi Fields, Leggett. Like the Leggett pick. Kelsey, Juwan, Helm. I hate this team. The running back room is so strong. I just don't like the receiver room, man. I don't dig that receiver room with Tate as your 3, Golden as your 4. I'm fine with that. Juwan Jennings, Wicks, Thornton, Fields. It gets a little thin. I think the build's okay. I'll go C+ in this team, Blake. I don't hate it as much as you. Tony Romo needs Richard Sherman's PR team. Yeah, Tony Romo, our boy Tony Romo. That's my quarterback.
It's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair. We lost as a team.
Appreciate you, Jason. If you're out of here, thanks for the supers. I'm going to get in touch with you. We'll talk about the league, man. Let's see. You know what? This is a sit and go, so there's really no sniping. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stacks don't really matter. At least that's not how I play it. So, in my mind, there's no snapping. There's no sniping. Connor said Tony Romo needs Henry Ruggs' lawyer. Henry Ruggs getting out of jail soon, man. McCall's into old school movies. Okay, Casablanca. Wow. Who is next to me here? Let's go with Genty. And then we're going to double up here, potentially. I have actually never seen Casablanca, whatever it is. Casablanca. Is that what it is? What is it? Casablanca. It's supposed to be a good love story. It's like super long though, bro. Isn't it like 3.5 hours? If I'm watching 3.5 hour movie, it's got to be a Christopher Nolan or it's got to be like Titanic. Ooh, we just got James Cook. All right, we like that. I got another chug coming my way, straight from the heart of Derek. My last draft for the night. One more for the boys, though. Appreciate the early start and love tonight, even from my guy Mao. Appreciate y'all. Again, tip of the cap for Derek. He's been in like 90% of these, and we've been doing 4 hours a night, never missing a night since fucking March. Literally the 4 hours thing since like middle June. What a hell of a summer it's been. A red hot best ball summer. A lot of awesome times in this show. Derek is, again, beyond an OG. We fucking love you, man. I know it's going to be probably weird for you walking back. And I felt the same way. I work seasonal as well in the golf industry. And that first day, the course wasn't open, but that first day walking back up to the golf course, just like it's a trip because you're just not there for so long. But, the upside, Derek only has like 5 or 6 years till retirement. So every school year that passes, you're getting closer. And you probably should retire, bro. You're like 77 years old. But, you're almost to retirement. Almost there.
Hey, you ever accidentally masturbate to young pictures of your mom?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
All love Derek. See, me and Derek have an interesting friendship where we haven't known each other that long. We never met each other in person, but we're different ages too. He's 52, like legit 52. I'm 38. We bust each other's balls quite a bit, and he can handle it. I can handle it. Again, you guys feel free to bust my balls. Call me a fat ass. Tell me I got a big nose. You can tell me I have small nipples. I do have small nipples. Any of those things. Tell me I suck at fantasy. I don't care. Any of those things. Derek's age. My liver's aged fucking 10 years in the streams in 1 year, man. All right, we're going to do a chug here in a second. But I got to get to some draft grades. There's a lot of shit going on, guys. Sorry for the delay. I will hit them all when I can. Let's see. Yeah, there is no Rashee Rice coke stuff. First of all, he was driving a car fast, and he failed the test for his probation for marijuana. So if we want to get factual here, those are the actual facts. Maybe he does. I'm not going to say things about someone that's not true, because that is just not good business. That's also unfair to individuals that are in the limelight. Let's not do that. I did just call Derek 77, so I guess I will say things that aren't factual. Only to my boys, though. I'm not friends with Rashee Rice. I would definitely never get in a car with Rashee Rice. You know what's awesome with Rashee? If he ever, if he loses out his NFL career, he has a future as an Uber driver. That motherfucker, he'd be the talk of the town. Everyone wants to get in the car with Rashee. It's dangerous, but you get to your destination so goddamn fast. Like, the GPS says, Kyron Williams. GPS says 25 minutes. He's like Winston Wolfe from Pulp Fiction. Like, I'll be there in 10. I'll get you there in 10. That is the Rashee Rice business, right? See ya, Lucas. I don't think he likes some of my comments. I'm being pretty fair, but sorry, man. Lad McConkey, Ted. All right, we got some really nice options here. Like the squad so far. We'll see what Stowers does, whatever's next to me. He takes Josh Allen. Damn it, I wanted Josh Allen. Let's take a floor play in Lad McConkey. Let's take Lad. I want to take Tat, but I'll take Lad. Super speed card, speeder trip. This is pretty good. That's what we got here. Would you, this is the first comment. Super speeder trip equals Rashee Rice, Jordan Addison, and Ayuk. Well, no, here's the thing. So Jordan Addison has to be asleep drunk in the passenger seat. Rashee Rice is driving while Ayuk is in the back seat making Instagram live. Like, that is the thing. And who's the fourth? We got to get a fourth in this car. It's like the Dave Chappelle bit about the alphabet people. Who is the fourth person in this car, guys? Give me some suggestions of the fourth person in the car to make this really pay off. Ryan Dunn. That's probably too dark, but Ryan Dunn, I don't know. Tiger, there it is. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is the backup driver. Yes. Ryan Dunn was a pretty much a low blow for the Jackass crew, but Marshawn Nealon. That's we're getting this is a good time. We're having a good time. We're having fun. Ray Caruth. No, isn't Ray Caruth in the trunk? No, Ray Caruth's victim's in the trunk. Holy shit. Rondell, oh my God. Tony Romo, Antonio Brown, Darren Sharper, Kellen Winslow Jr. Whoa. Kellen Winslow Jr. is worse than Aaron Hernandez? Can we explain this? Well, Tony's just so recent. We're thinking in the past. Darren Sharper, Darren Sharper's definitely in prison. Kellen Winslow Jr., what was that story? Could someone fill me in on Kellen Winslow Jr.? Because I'm lost on that one. I don't know what he did. I know his dad, I think, is a Hall of Famer, but what did Kellen Winslow Jr. do? It's hard to be worse than Aaron. Aaron Hernandez murdered multiple people. Like, it was two different murders. Like, he murdered 3 people total, but 2 different incidents. So, like, at least OJ was a isolated incident, right? It was a crime of passion, as they say. This was multiple.
According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat.
All right. Some really good guys we love in the queue. We should get 2 of these players, I hope. The Elevator Squad, Ray Rice and Kamara. All right. The all-elevator team. This is what we got to do in the offseason. Things like this, which we already did, but not like officially. We can do, Ray Lewis. That's allegedly for sure, but I would probably say yes. We need to do like a tier list of these things, and that's the offseason content we could produce. When we were doing them already, just not with a tier list. So these are great ideas for tier lists. There goes Lamar Jackson. Would have loved to have him fall back to me. I'm stuck with one receiver right now, which is fine. Agreed, man. Those are the only ones we know about. It's the scary thing is how many more would he have done if people dissed him? That's really what the bottom line was, right? He got dissed, and I gotta get to these grades here in the Discord. I'm gonna get to those after I make my pick. I also have to take a piss. I have a lot of shit going on right now. Are you in this draft with us, Sam? Sam Taos, are you in this draft with us, man? What pick are you at? Kareem Hunt, another notable abuser for sure. Stayed in the NFL for a long time. Oh, Sam's at the 12. Okay. Right next to me. Yeah, I want a Josh Allen for sure. All good, man. All good. Again, there's no sniping in general. There's no sniping in this because it's a sit and go. Like, we don't got to worry about the snipes. Joe Mixon, again, isolated incident, provoked. If you read the whole story about what happened, not trying to defend Joe Mixon, but you spit in a man's face and you call him a slur and you try to attack him. Like, now, that's not my reaction. I would have probably subdued her or gotten out of there and not punched a woman in the face. JMO falls really far. We like that. Zach Stacy? God, dude, remember when Zach Stacy was like in the handcuff realm and everyone likes it? He was in the Rams, right? I got to make this pick. I still have to get to the draft grades, guys. I won't forget about you. I have to take a pee. I have to get another beer. So we just got Christian Watson. This team is shaping fucking up, man. Look at this. Look at this banger squad here. I'm going to play a clip here, and then I'll be back after I take a bathroom break.
Jay Quellen. No Jay Quellen here?
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Balake. Where is Balake at? Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you want to go to war, Balake?
No.
D nice. Is there a D nice?
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch. Hey, Ron. Where are you? Where is Ron right now?
Here.
You know, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it the first time I said Ron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch!
All right, I'm back. Yeah, probably. I gotta look up the Kellen Winslow thing because I am lost on that one, dude. I gotta do my own research here. My own research is needed. So is Kellen Winslow in prison, or did he like get away with something? You know, like I don't know. Like honestly, don't know. Usually, I'm pretty good at knowing these things. All right, another race here. It's probably my last. I can do one more chug. Probably my last one. Let me get the video up here, and then I got to do draft grades for the last draft still. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. Oh. Does 1 R equal 3 murders, though? It's like we got to figure out like a mathematical equation here. They're all bad for sure, you know. Yeah, I will. We gotta Jay just drops the hard R. The hard R. Love it. You know what? It's America, baby. This is what we love about America. Let me get to after these next 2 picks, I will get to the draft grade for you guys so I don't miss my pick. Got a pretty sexy little team working here. We have Genty, Cook, Kyron, Lad McConkey, Jamison Williams, and Christian Watson. So it's a sit and go. So I do like this team. Not a big fan of Kyron Williams. At the 311, we will take that. We need a quarterback at some point, and not going to really get a good one. We could take a lot of different guys here. Josh Allen's to my right. Not too worried about him taking a second quarterback. There goes Tucker Kraft. To the Horsecock Johnson. That is Kappa. Shout out Kappa. The original co-host of the show. The creator of this channel. My dude, Rob Capizello. If you're ever looking for something to pass the time and want to watch some crazy shit, just go back to the first 2 years of the show when it was just me and Kappa, and we covered a lot of different stuff, a lot of wacky stuff, a lot of good entertainment. Okay, well, there's no reason to take a quarterback here. I hate who's available right now. I really hate who's available. You guys are sharp as shit. Let's take Josh Downs in a sit and go, kind of like that. And then we're just going to pair up either Herbert or Trevor Lawrence. Whoever falls. Good pick. Rico Dowdle needs to be getting drafted higher for sure, especially in a half PPR format. So we got to hope Herbert falls. That would, and again, I'm not reaching for any stacks or trying to take stacks in a sit and go, but doesn't hurt to have them. All right, now I got to get to the Discord. I'm going to read off these teams. I'll read Kappa's team off first. DraftKings squad right here. Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers, Chuba, Gainwell, Rashad White, Spears, Rodriguez, Braylon Allen, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, Tet McMillan, DK, Coker, Higgins, Ridley, Yoshi, Colby Young, Kraft, and Eric All. So he's going all in on the Bengals in the squad. Chuba Hubbard as a running back 1 is scary, but I love Gainwell and Rashad White and DraftKings full PPR. This is too heavy at receiver, man. Chase, Nico, Flowers, McMillan, DK's your 5, Coker's your 6, Ridley's your 7. You should have stopped at 7. This is no reason to have Colby. I know the stacking stuff. They're never going to hit your lineup. You know, they should have stopped at Ridley for sure at 8. So I got to give you a B-, brother. Like, the running back room is a major problem. Tucker Kraft and Eric All. Like, Eric All might not be the guy. It might still be Gesicki. Rodgers is your quarterback, too. You needed to insulate one of those positions better, and running back is weak. So C+, dude, honestly. I like the team. I love the receiver room. The receiver room's so strong, dude. You don't need Ridley, Yoshi, and Colby Young. Or what you should have done was not taking Jaden Higgins, right? Don't take Coker, don't take Higgins, and then go Ridley, Yoshi, Colby Young. Now you could have a better running back. You could add a better quarterback 2 because you're not looking to stack a quarterback 2 necessarily. Or you could have taken Kraft. You could have taken, TJ Hawkinson. Throw him out there, but you know, a lot of options have a third tight end. I would have preferred that. But the deep shots there with Joe Burrow, that team needs an injury needs T. Higgins to get hurt. Let's get to McAuliffe squad. Oh, no, that's not a squad. Let's see. I'm going to the rate my lineup tab. T-Hawk. Sean sent me one. Got into a flock league. This is sleeper, huh? What is the format, Sean? If you're in here, let me know. Let's get to Jay's team here. Lamar at quarterback. So at quarterback, he has Lamar, Jackson Dart. That's it at quarterback, right? So Brissett, Lamar, Dart, and Brissett. I probably would have only taken 2 quarterbacks in this situation with Lamar and Dart. CMC, Jeremiah Love. We got Jordan Mason as a 3, JCM as a 4, Coleman 5, Badal, Allen, Drake London, Ted McMillan, Marvin Harrison's your 3, Michael Wilson's your 4. That's why you took Brissett. Okay, makes sense there. We have Boston as a 5, Mooney, Bateman. I'll check it out in a second, Sean. Okay, as long as I know. Is it full PPR? Just give me a little bit of details before I can break down the team, but to give it a grade. I got to go back to your team in a second. Jay, I'm up here on the clock in a second. We have 1 quarterback already. We can't take Stafford. No, I'm not going to do that. So we don't have a tight end. It's a loose end. We're going to take Kyle Pitts, I think. No, we're not. We're going to take Jordan Mason. And then if he takes Kyle Pitts, then so be it. He has Tyler Warren. I don't think he would take Kyle Pitts with Tyler Warren. He could do that and end the tight end room. We'll see what he does. Not a big deal. I could punt tight end and just go late again. And then we have options here for sure. So we can take Stafford as well at pick 110 and essentially end quarterback. How did you get in the flock league, Sean? How did you get in it and give me the settings here? So he takes Stafford and he takes Kyle Pitts. So we're just going to invest in another Green Bay receiver in Matthew Golden. We have Christian Watson, but it's a sit and go. I would never do this in a tournament to take Watson and Golden if I didn't have Love. But we're just looking for some nice floor. One of those guys should pop off every week. We don't have any other week 11 issues there at receiver. Let me get back to Jay's squad while I'm here. So I dig the Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison, and Brissett thing. I don't like doing that when you have Lamar already. Like, this team is tied to Lamar Jackson. No stacks with you have Mark Andrews, okay, and Bateman. Pretty good team, dude. It's a little thin at the back end running back and back end receiver. I don't like the fact that your 5 is Denzel Boston and Mark Mooney's your 6. Don't like that. I'm gonna go B- in this team, Jay. The build's pretty good. I just wish you had some more firepower at wide receiver 5. Full PPR 6 for a passing touchdown league. Okay. And you say it's a 12-teamer? Let's see. Did you say 12-teamer? I'm going to grade this on a 12-team scale. If it's 10, let me know. Allen, Barkley, Jacobs, CeeDee Lamb, Brian Thomas, Tyler Warren, Quinshon Judkins, Xavier Worthy. Ooh, so you sacrifice flex a little bit, but Saquon, Josh Jacobs, and Quinshon Judkins. No, it's Quentin Johnson. My bad. I'm reading it wrong. I'm an idiot. My bad. Barkley, Josh Jacobs at running back. CeeDee Lamb, Brian Thomas, Quentin Johnson, Xavier Worthy. You have Tyler Warren, though, and Josh Allen. Hell yeah. Woody Marks, Jordan Mason, Tank Bigsby, Cyrus Allen, Jalen Naylor, Alec Pierce. You have Alec Pierce in this team as your IR. So Alec Pierce is going to slide into your flex. This team's bonkers, dude. How did you get in this league, the Flock League? It's not the Flock League. How did you get into this league with Flock, I guess? Did you just stumble upon it? Did you see a promo code or something? It's probably better than his team, bro, because this is a really good team. This is probably going to be the top 3 team in the league with what if it's a 12-team league. In fact, you have Josh Allen and Tyler Warren. You have Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Lamb, Brian Thomas. So you waited at wide receiver. Pretty high on Brian Thomas. Quentin Johnson's fine. Alec Pierce and Worthy. Definitely better best ball guys. But if you play your matchups right, you're gonna take this league, dude. At least make the playoffs with crazy upside. Is he in this league, Sean, or is it just for flock people? Because I can't see him managing all these leagues. Like, I manage 40 redrafts, and I'm a psycho. He's a best ball guy, so he's not going to want to manage 40 leagues. Not at $20 buy-in or whatever. He's not going to want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't like playing anything less than 100. Personally, I like playing only 250s. All right. All right, I know we got some new people in here. Sam, a couple other people. Brian Wright, what's going on, Brian? I think Brian, I already have. I see. He drafts as someone else managed them. It's interesting. That's like taking your wife out to dinner and letting someone else fuck her. You know, like, that's cool. Like, I don't want to take her out to dinner if someone else is going to bang her, and I guess you get to draft the team, but that's kind of weird. So was my statement. I guess that makes sense. Let me make my picks here, and I'll go through my spiel. Let me get back to the draft room on my phone. We have, right now, a 1-4-5 builds, and it is a pretty solid team so far. This is a sit and go. We have Herbert, Genty, James. Running back room's really good. Wide receiver room's really good. No tight end to speak of, though. So we got to make that work. And I think we will. Let's keep on solidifying this wide receiver room, though. It's probably my weakest part. I mean, besides tight end. Willis is available. That would be nice. So Willis is not going to be taken at the turn. That is for sure. I don't have to worry about that. We're just going to take Dalton Kincaid. It's not even a snipe for my dude over there because it's not a tournament. And we're going to pair that up with Malik Willis because our only quarterback right now is Justin Herbert. Let's take Willis. We still have the option to take a third quarterback later. I'd probably end it with Willis and Herbert. But I could take Geno or Brissett or something late. And then we have to just make sure we take a tight end here in the next two picks. So here we go. All right. So I know there's some of you guys that are not in the community in here. I am running a promo for this month to get in the community, to give it a trial run, 50% off your first month. Get in there, get in the Discord, check out what we have to offer. I'll still give you guys all the perks for that month. If you get in the $10 tier, it's only be $5 a month. The $5 tier, which is get you Discord access, $2.50, literally out of your pocket. And then if you don't like it or whatever, you say, this guy sucks, he doesn't know what he's talking about, or you don't like the people in there, which is impossible because the people are awesome. You just cancel your membership, and guess what? It costs you $2.50. But if you get in there the $10 tier, guess what? You get access to my 5 NFL future bets. They're all player props. 13-7 lifetime on the channel. We went 4-1 last year. I love 4 of the 5. Like, really love 4 of the 5. Not going to call them guaranteed winners. One of them, I think, is a guaranteed winner. But we're going to go at least 3-2 on those this year. Probably 4-1 like last year. You get access to those plays as well. We're going to do a show about them in probably early September. But the odds are probably going to change by that point. And a couple of them already have. But just go over to Patreon. There's a link in the video description, and just use the promo code PRO, and you get 50% off the first month. And just try it out. See what it's all about. What all the hype is about. Why all these guys are in here every single night, supporting me. Loyal followers, man, and I appreciate all of you guys. There's a tip of the cap for you. We offer a hell of a lot of stuff. Also, Helen Hunt. There's Helen Hunt. Look at that pretty lady. This is just part of the stuff we offer. The Discord, obviously, which is all run through the Discord, the giant group chat with a million different channels for you guys to talk about rating your lineups, trade questions, start-sit questions, dynasty stuff, betting stuff, and the general chats, which is just where it's just like this show continues on 24/7. The community fantasy leagues, if you want to play a league with us, against me, against all the people you see in here, Derek and Mouth and Montana and some of those people you see, Sean, hop in, play against us. It's all done on League Safe. I don't take any cut of it or anything like that. Guest appearances on the show. We love having fans on the show. We've had, 9 or 10 different people on the show now. And this year, every Friday, once the season starts, is fan night. I'm going to have 2 fans on every single Friday. Get in that rotation. Come talk ball. If you ever wanted to have a podcast of your own or a show of your own, good way to get your feet wet. See if you have what it takes. Muck it up. Talk some ball. Talk some life. Talk about Helen Hunt's awesome hair with me. Maybe come on with Storey, Ray, whoever you want. Whatever, co-host you want or another fan. Free merchandise giveaways. Shirts, hats, coming to your door for free on me. Hell yeah. Also, like I said, the bets. The bets. The bets. The record speaks for itself. All documented. All bet slips. I send them to the Discord, that channel, right when I place them. And with the DraftKings or FanDuel, whatever I'm doing, with the odds I got, which you can get the same exact odds if you have time sensitive and you have your notifications on for that channel, 96 and 58 last year, guys. You're going to make 10 times as much as you put in because we crush every year. Last year was epic. Almost 63% last year. We're shooting for 65% this year. Only player props. I don't do lines. That's for suckers. We find the edge on player props. So we appreciate you guys even considering joining. Thank you. There it is. That's it for me. We have Gadsden available. Another staff with Justin Herbert. I don't like doing this in a sit and go, but we'll take Gadsden. Whatever. Don't love the pick, but I think we're done at running back. Bryce Young sitting there. I don't need that. So there's 2 options I like at receiver. Take either of those guys. Oh, I didn't see. Mark Curry's in here. What's going on, Mark? If you're still in here, hello. Happy Sunday. We have 38 days of the season starts, guys. We're out here just grinding 3-4 hours a night, having fun. We have one more draft after this, guys. If you want to hop in that one and draft with us, we'll take Flournoy. Decent team. Decent little team we're building here. Not super thrilled about it, but could be worse. Are you from Boston, man, or you just like the Celtics? Or both? And if you are a Celtics fan, how do you feel about the essentially giving away Jaylen Brown for nothing? Because that's what you got back. Paul George has been cooked for years. I always thought Paul George was a little overrated. I mean, I loved his 3-and-D. I mean, he was on the forefront of that movement. But I don't know. You got nothing for him, man. Maine, hell yeah, dude. I've been to Vermont for a golf trip. Beautiful up there, man. Beautiful. Maine's even farther north than that, but beautiful country. Super nice, chill-ass people from my experience. Is Malik Willis being benched during week 6 bye going to ruin your team, JK? But you can see the injury or quarterback weirdness coming, like when the Bears always get random starter who never lasts 2 games. Yeah, definitely. There's no way he's getting benched. They got to see what they have in him. This is not a Justin Fields situation. I will say I said the same thing last year about Justin Fields not getting benched, and they benched him for Tyrod Taylor. Malik Willis still has more. They have to work. He has to get the reps. You know what I mean? I think Justin Fields already had enough opportunity in his career to where, like, when he sucked, they're like, he's just bad, which is probably the case. Malik Willis, I'm not worried about the benching. And if he's bad, like, I know the Jets were in a bad situation last year. This is a worse situation. Like, not really a ringing endorsement on drafting the guy. Like, this team is legitimately, they have as much dead cap money as they have fucking payroll. Fucking mess, dude. And it's clearly not going to be his fault, right? It's not going to be Willis's fault. So the injury risk is for sure. And I have Herbert and him right now. It's a sit and go. I'm probably taking a third quarterback with Malik Willis. I usually always do. Montana with the Samson pick. There you go. We love Samson around here. I love Judkins as well, but we like taking Samson for this reason.
I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
We all love talking to Samson. Mark should have got more, but oh well, it's over with. Not getting Giannis messed it all up. 100%, man. You guys will come back. It's the Celtics. You still got Tatum, but it's, Peyton Pritchard. He's a fine little player. It's not good. You signed Mitchell Robinson, dude. That guy doesn't play more than 40 games a year. The way the NBA is going, Mitchell Robinson's a dinosaur. So, yeah, a lot of people aren't losing sleep over it because the Celtics are just a dominant franchise, and I think people are frankly sick of them always competing. But just some question. That was a question move. I get that, when they threw his name out there in the Giannis ring, the ring to get Giannis, he's just like, fuck this. He thinks he's a 1. Jaylen Brown's not a 1, by the way. He's a very, very good player. Borderline 1. If he's a 1 in your team, you're never winning a championship. So I'm not saying the Celtics, any team is not winning a championship. Anthony Edwards is better than Jaylen Brown in my mind. And Anthony Edwards can't lead a team past the first round right now. So good deal for the Sixers. Got him LeBron essentially. So what are we sitting with here? 2 tight ends. Gross. Are our running backs good enough? Genty, Cook, Kyron, and Jordan Mason. That should be a 4 running back team. No point in taking a flyer at this point. We're dug in on those quarterbacks. Somehow I'm stacking this team, and Fish Burrito here is probably going to take Dulcich, and I'll just take Helm or Ferguson. He doesn't take Dulcich. We'll take Dulcich. No bye issues, right? At my tight end spot. It's not. We have 2 week 7 buys, which I don't like. Take Dulcich, and then we're going to definitely need a quarterback here. It's going to be Gino or Rodgers. I prefer Mr. Geno Smith. Sorry, I'm a little off on this. There we go. Oh. One more draft, like I said, after this. We'll do another sit and go, or maybe we can do an eliminator or some shit. I want them to put a new tournament out. It's insane. It's the same fucking shit. Just put a new tournament out. Every day they should have a fucking $3 or $5 tournament for us to enter. Do another puppy. Who knows? Anything. Not these weird tournaments that we don't like. Also, I don't like drafting Best Ball Mania teams against 8 people in here because you guys are super sharp. Not the best allocation of my money. Again, I fund this operation, so most channels they get all. It's all essentially site credit. This is my funding of the operation, so I need to win some of these leagues and make my money back or double or triple it. It's part of my livelihood. Also, I don't do Best Ball Mania until the last couple weeks before the season. I've done a lot of DraftKings Millie Makers. I do like that format better. I still will get my hat in the ring on 10 or 12 Best Ball Manias because it's worth it. My biggest issue with those millionaire makers that last from whenever it is, May or June, all the way to the start of the season is it's so time sensitive when you draft. That's why they want people to do a lot of them in different buckets, right? Different months. It's a disadvantage. I like the shorter tournaments that people are drafting in a day or two, and the ADPs don't change based on news. If you were drafting a lot of Debo early, now you can't take Debo now in a Best Ball Mania because you're against a bunch of teams that have Debo at pick 170. Now he's going to pick 130. It's just an uneven playing field, and I understand we all have the same rules to play by. I'm good. I'm gonna still have my shot, but people are like, you should do 100 Best Ball Manias. Ball. I do, and I'm good at these. But am I gonna risk $2,500 when I can allocate that money into more redrafts, which I actually have control over? I'm not going to. The appeal's nice. I get the appeal. I said this yesterday. I don't need to win $1 million. I need to win $30,000. If I win $30,000, I can continue this show. Regardless of if it blows up and we start getting more exposure and all your guys' awesome donations, I can continue the show for another year for sure. You know what I mean? Exactly, Sean. The dude that won Best Ball Mania drafted his team in June. It's time sensitive, and that's just a disadvantage. And if I'm going to do it, though, I want to do it more recent because at least I have more ideas on these players. It is a disadvantage. I'm still going to have a couple teams, but I like the promos they offer on. The reason I've done more on DraftKings is they did one of them was draft 1 get 1. Then they had another one, draft 3 get 1, So I've gotten like 3 free entries out of my 10. So essentially I've only paid for 10 of my 13. Underdog gives you like draft 6, get 1. Like that is not the same. So I'm more comfortable getting 3 free entries out of 10 than I would be 1 free entry out of 6. I don't know if that makes sense, but we need wide receivers. We only have 2 more picks. So let's smash some wide receivers in the queue here and we'll get on to the next draft. Who do we like? 3 guys for sure. There goes Storey Horton. Nice pick. Mouse device died mid-draft. You got your boy Ferguson. Team looks all right, man. Burrow and Mahomes. All right, team looks okay. Had no issues with the squad. I guess taking 3 tight ends with Bowers is a a big no-no. Would never do that. So maybe that happened, but all right, in the chat, give me a thumbs up if you want to do one more draft. We're doing one more. Just let me know. I want to see how many people we have. Give me a thumbs up and give me your vote for what you want to do. Whether it's another sit and go, whether it's an eliminator. I don't want to do a weekly winners. I've already done too many of both of those tournaments, but I would rather do an eliminator than a weekly winners. Quade's in, Connor's in, McAuliffe's in, sit and go. Misconstrued, I love that name. I'll join Eliminator from Mouth. We have 2 votes for Eliminator. 1 for sit and go. So get the votes in, and we will do it. Yeah, Mouth did throw. So Mouth gets the eliminator vote. We're doing eliminator. Good call, Mouth. Thank you, buddy. We will all count down for an eliminator after this. Usually we do draft grades on every draft. We have 9 people in here. It'll take too long. We're already at 2 hours and 44 minutes. I got to pace myself. A little bit because I'm going to be on live about 6 to 7 hours a night and counting the daytime in the coming, in the draft season. So, what was your original name, Misconstrued? Sam's down. What was your original name? Refresh my memory. I do like Misconstrued. You get another tune going here. You'll see in the draft. This is well, hopefully you get in. Now I'm on pins and needles over here. You got me all hot and bothered, dude. Yeah, I got you, Derek. I'm going to grade Derek's before he got off. He threw a $20 banger, and Derek is the OG of OGs, so I got you, dude. I got Mouth and Derek for grades. How about that? Anyone else want to grade? $1 super chat gets it done. Otherwise, we have to move on to the next one. Let me do it right now. I'm going to give Connor as well. You know what? Connor gave a $100 super chat for the anniversary show. So let's start with Connor's. God, I can't do it until the draft's over. It's so stupid. We did hit 30 likes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we did. It's a good number. 2 more picks. Get this done, Mouth and Connor, so I can do the grades, and then we're going to hop in an eliminator, guys. So hold tight. I'm going to grade a couple teams, Connor's, Mouth, and Derek's teams. We're not going to look at my team. My team's really good, I think, but like I said, $1 super chat, literally $1. That's 60 cents to me. I'm homeless, even though this is a decent setup I have. I have a really nice street corner that looks like I have a house. Connor's squad. We have Dak and Baker Mayfield, Bijan, Brees Hall, Bucky Irving, Charbonnet, and Kamara. Devonta Smith, DJ Moore, Quentin Johnston, Jaden Reed, your 4, Michael Wilson's your 5, Kupp, Keon Coleman, Keenan Allen. I hate the Kupp pick. I don't know why you did that one. Other than that, this team's bonkers, dude. We have Jake Ferguson, Bretton Strange, and TJ Hawkinson. This is a good squad, dude. I love the tight end room. You got 3 old, crusty dinosaurs there. Crusty-ish. Not, Strange is actually super young, but it seems like a dinosaur. Don't love the Kupp pick. That's my only gripe with this team. I'm going to go B+ in this team and a sit and go, Connor. Love this squad. Mouse team, Joe Burrow and Mahomes, David Montgomery, Tony Pollard, Stevenson, Marks, Jonah Coleman. Hate Tony Pollard as a 2. Stevenson and Woody Marks kind of softened that blow a little bit. Some nice little floor there with Montgomery and Woody Marks in a sit and go. Chase, Rice, Worthy, Higgins, Concepcion's your 5. McMillan. McAuliffe did owe me $2, so I got you, McAuliffe. McMillan, Bernard, Pat Bryant, Brock Bowers, Gesicki, and Terrence Ferguson. I guess Gesicki was rough. Mouth, you got to stop putting guys in your queue that are fucking way later than what you're drafting them. That I know you said you got logged off. The only reason you took Gesicki there way ahead of ADP is because he's in your queue. You know you have the stack. You're a smart dude. Don't put dudes that are 4 rounds later, and you've never seen me do that, and I'm doing a million things at once. You can avoid that as well, my dude. So that hurt your team. If this was just Bowers and Ferguson, that's a fine pick after ADP. I would grade this team much better. That being said, pretty solid team. I got to go B- to C+ just because that Gesicki pick. Eric All's getting a lot of attention. Don't love the running back room. C+. We're going to get McAuliffe's squad here. He did toss me a $2 super chat earlier. Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Jacoby Brissett, 8-Chain, Jeremiah Love, ETN, and Kyle Monungai. That's enough at running back. JSN, Devontae Adams, Jordan Tyson, Sutton's your 4, Stribling, Tucker, Tesla, and Malachi Fields. You got Stribling at pick 125. I know his ADP hasn't adjusted yet. I'm probably not there on Stribling yet. Goddard, Schultz, Freiermuth. Love it. That's the tight end room. That's how you build that shit. This is a B- to B, I think. Pretty good team. Again, I don't love the Stribling pick where you got him at 125. A little aggressive for me. But other than that, man, this running back room definitely has enough. It's okay. It's okay. It's a little better than Mouse, but it's right there. Let's get to Derek's team. The last grade Derek gets until he's got school. That's my team. Whoops. Here we go. Derek squad. Drake May, Bryce Young, Michael Penix, Henry, Jacobs, Corum, Rodriguez, Sean Tucker. Love the running back room. 2 studs there. Chris Rodriguez is a big key to this team. Pick 136 is criminal. Criminal. No problem, McAuliffe. CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave, Alec Pierce, Jacoby Myers, Romeo Doubs. Coker is your 6. Mitchell and Tyquan Thornton. Man, I don't like grading teams based on players I like. I like this stretch. Not so much Doubs, but Coker, Mitchell, and Tyquan. Loveland and Henry. This is right up there with Connor squad. B+, man. I think it's a really good team. Like I said, I don't love this stretch of Pierce. Pierce is fine. Don't love him as a 3. Jacoby Myers, Doubs. Don't really love this. I like Coker, Adonai Mitchell, and Tyquan Thornton. That kind of tied the room together. Shout out to Big Lebowski. B+, dude. B+. Like it. We're going to do an eliminator, and I'm going to give you guys a second to catch your breath. I probably need to catch my breath as well. And then we will count it down from 10 this time. So you guys got to choose see how far you are behind me. And Connor's team was really good. Connor's team was really good. All right. Hopefully everyone's ready. I'm going to give you guys another 30 seconds to get ready so no one misses out. I mean, there's no guarantee we all get in, but I want to get as many of us in this as we can. I'm just getting it up. I'm not joining it yet. Getting it up with the enter right here. So you guys know, if you don't know what the eliminator is, 6 out of 12 people get eliminated the first week. And then after that, it's head-to-head matchups. Half the field's eliminated every week until you have a final, 3-seat final, and then it's a 3-way, which we like 3-ways around here. What would I do with $1 million? 2 chicks at the same time, man. So everyone at Mouth and everyone else, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. I want to see a bunch of thumbs up. I don't want people to miss out on this. Thumbs up in the chat when you are ready, and then we join it. And I count it down after that. So give me a thumbs up. 31 likes. Appreciate that. Let's get this up to 40 before the show is over. Sam's ready. Mouth is in here. All right, I think we're good to go. I'm gonna count down from 10. Actually, let's do the time thing. It's 12:36. At 12:38, 12:36 Central. At 12:38, let's all join. That's the best way to do it. About a minute and a half. Listen to some badass tunes. Talk with y'all. 12:38. Let's join it up. Yeah, don't stack the eliminator with early buys. I did one that was week 7, was Josh Allen and Cook, because I got really good value. If you play, you don't want, it's risky. Not too many stacks. You want some stacks, but like you can't double stack, because then you're stuck with nothing. So again, a little over a minute, guys. We're going to join this. 12:38 Central. Now it just hit 12:37, so literally 55 seconds. We're going to join this. So just look at your clock on your phone or your computer. 12:38. We hop in together. McCall, if the issue is Underdog, yeah, I hate their new setup. 100%. I'll get your comment in a second, Mouth. Good call, my dude. All right, we're probably looking at like less than 30 seconds now. 12:38 Central. Join this up. I have my cursor on the enter. I don't want to be premature. I don't want to be late. As many of us get in this one as we can. Waiting for 12:38 Central. Waiting for 12:38. Bueller. My best friend's sister's neighbor's boyfriend said that he's really sick and he passed out 38 flavors last night. Simone. I think her name was Simone, that chick. Someone let me know in the chat. Is it Simone? Thank you, Simone. Fucking Ben Stein. There it is. Join it up. 12:38. I think we had some good luck here. I'm still waiting on 4 people. Good call. So Mouth has his own program, Downtown Sports. They're on 23 platforms. They're also on YouTube. So if you know, we all know Iron Eagle, right? Iron Eagle, Noah Eagle. He has both of them on the show, but Iron Eagle is coming on his show September 1st to talk about the NFL, talk about fantasy football, all things NFL, which he calls, and he's a Hall of Fame broadcaster, if you didn't know. Downtown Sports, right here, where sports come home. If you want to ask Iron Eagle a question, get in the community, and we're going to vote on the best question to ask Iron Eagle, from us, from the community, from our community to Iron Eagle, from Mouth. So another reason to get in. Why not? Why not? We still got 2 spots left, so that's cool. So yes, link in the description. Also, gentlemen, this is the best time to join, because I'm giving a promo out for this month until the season starts. Essentially, it is 50% off a tier of your choice. Then it will go up to the full price. If you don't like it, just back out. Take a month, see what it's about. Good time just to use it for a month. If you want to use it for a month, why not? You get a lot of good information, and ask me some questions. Ask everyone some questions. I'm in there all the time at your beck and call. 50% off. Go to the link in the description. Type in the promo code PRO, and you will get that 50% off of your membership. Also, for those of you in there, I've been offering this one. No one's done it. Tell your league mates. I know it sucks to get them in here and they get the access to what you're getting, which is a disadvantage for you, but you're getting a 10% off of a redraft league. We're doing those. Or you get a month free of your Patreon membership. So you're going to get money back. I'm going to give you that money back, man. So why not? And give back to you, give to me. It's a giant, just circle hugging thing. I'm terrible. Derek, thanks, Rob. Looking forward to some good segments. Good night, fellas. Enjoy the night. Appreciate you, Derek. I know it's kind of bittersweet going back to work tomorrow, but that is life. And you know what? You had a hell of a summer. Only 5 more years till you retire, my dude. Only 5 more years. Correct. If you make week 5, you advance 4 weeks, Connor, you get yourself your money back. You really got to get to like week 8 to really get in the money, where you start making like 60. Fourth pick is real nice, really nice. We're going to get Puka or Jamar Chase. Let's see what we have 41 votes on this poll, guys. So the poll was best pure handcuff, and we have Tank Bigsby winning the poll right now at 37%. Isaiah Pacheco in second place in the poll. 41 votes. Good shit. Good shit. Sam is back at the 12 again. Kid is back on the escalator again. Miles with some kind words to Derek, and I owe another chug. Derek, expect the back and forth. I love you, brother. Keep educating young minds. You the man. Derek is the motherfucking man. Oh, it's Swaggins. What's up, Swaggins? I feel like you always get the first pick, Swag. What's going on here, man? You got to deal with underdog we don't know about. So who's in here? We have Swaggins. Connor at 3. I'm at 4. We have Mouth at 10. Sam back at the 12 again. All right. Derek, Bandit, Mouth, Blake. Y'all are goats, man. In my book. All goats in my book. I got a chug for Mouth on this one. Let's see what our sub count is here. If we hit 10 subs, I would do another draft. We've only gotten 3 subs. So if we get 7 more subs, the like goal is only for the first couple to get a third draft. If we do get 7 more subs, guys, I will do a 5th draft. Because we want to grow growing the channel is the key. We want to grow the channel because then the rest is gonna snowball, as they say. As they say. So yeah, we have Sam is back at 12 again, like he said. That kid is back on the escalator again, and we don't like that. We want to have some diversity in our picks, but I don't hate 12 for that spot. And also, I think Sam's a pretty smart motherfucker.
Check out the big brain on Brad. You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
All right, this is a full one right here. After my pick, I'll do a chug race. Paul Feinbaum, what a weird dude. What a weird dude he is. Got a chug race coming up next. 37 days. Yes, Blake. Do the countdown for us, my dude. Take AJ Brown. 37 days. That's it. Shout out, Blake, media manager on the channel. Shout out Kappa, the new social media manager on the channel. I got my boys doing some work for me. Trying to hook them up as much as I can along the way. Can't really hook them up that much until we really make it. So there's a lot of ways for everyone else to contribute. Even watching and liking is a good way. So appreciate everyone's contribution. And you guys are the shit. So here comes the chug. Let's do the chug race here. Here we go. Let me get ready. I got to get ready. I got to try to win this one.
Here we go.
I lost. It was slow. And slow, dude. God, Jeremiah Love is so risky in this situation. Oh, shit. Zay Flowers isn't, though. Neither is Trey McBride. Let me go with a safe tight end here in Trey McBride. We'll figure out running back later. Dude, A-Chain fell all the way back to Swaggins. That's a start. Gibbs, A-Chain, Williams. You know what? Only 6 of us are advancing the first week. That's nice. That is tasty right there, dude. That is tasty. 100% McAuliffe. All the community leagues right now are pretty much OGs, dude. All the people you know in here and you love in here, that's who you're playing against in our community leagues. So we did fill the 12 man McAuliffe, so that is officially full. You were the 11th man in. Glad to have you in that one. We do still have 3 spots left in the 10-team Superflex League. We do have 1 spot left in our Best Ball League, our community Best Ball League. It's $50. That's a $50 league on Sleeper. It's all done on League Safe. And then I was thinking, yeah, we have a bunch of community leagues, Swaggins. If you get in the community, man, you're welcome to hop in as many as you'd like. Like I said, we have spots in the Best Ball League. It's on Sleeper, $50. It's gonna be deep though. We're gonna add a flex and have 24 rounds. They're all gonna be slow drafts as well, so it's not time sensitive for who can make which draft. We have a 10-team Superflex, 3 spots left, and then the next one I'm gonna make is gonna be called. I gotta see if I can do this on Sleeper. It's gonna be you know how they do the marathons on the tournaments. I want no matchups. It can be an uneven amount of teams. We can do up to 15, 17 teams, and then half the teams make the playoffs, and then it's just total points. It'll be a 3-week stretch for the playoffs. That's how I'm going to pay it out. So let's say we get 12 teams in the league. 6 make the playoffs. There's no buys. Then the 6 teams that make the playoffs, they just are all against each other, total points. Top 3 pays out, something like that. I think that's going to be an interesting take on fantasy. So that way, if we only get 9 or 10 or 8 or 11 or something in the league, we can still do it. If we have 11 in the league, we do 5 make the playoffs or something. It can be an uneven number. Doesn't matter. Everything's voted on. All the league stuff is voted on. So Swaggins, would love to have you in there if you're considering it, and play some leagues with us, man. Play against me. Play against the best. Play against all these people you know in here, as well as all the other co-hosts. Someone took Lamar already, huh? So we are pretty good at wide receiver. We're done at tight end for a long time. David Montgomery seems super tasty right here. We didn't have a running back. Judkins, I should have known Judkins wouldn't fall. But we need another one too. But we'll take another receiver as well. You know, taking Devontae Adams seems pretty safe. To pair him up with Puka, you know what I mean? I want to advance the first week, but that's not an easy matchup either. Man, tough decision here. I really wanted Judkins to come back. That did not happen, but Bucky would not be a bad option. Hendy would not be a bad option. I see Terry McLaurin just sitting here. We're going to take Mr. Scary Terry. I dig that. Swaggins again, man. If now you obviously have to stay in the community to play in the redrafts. Like I guess you could join the redraft and then just quit the community. And all it's on League Safe. I'm not going to screw anyone over like that. But you get 50% off your first month with the promo right here. So if you're considering it, now is the best time for the redraft leagues in the community. You got to get in the $10 tier. It would be $5 for the first month. And we offer a lot more than just community leagues. It's a entire platform, it's an entire community, it's an entire party with a lot of good stuff. Our rankings, the bets, the merchandise, as I mentioned, the guest appearances in the show. If you really wanted to go that far and be a fanatic, guest appearances on the show. What do you mean you take redraft serious? I mean, I don't know if you're going to find anyone that takes redraft more serious than me, dude. Like, I play 40 leagues, so I am super serious into this. Are you talking about the league I said where there's no play, or where there's no where it's a marathon? Like, it's just a different format. I was just kind of toying with that idea in case we didn't fill up in an even number. I don't want to do like an 8-man league. I want to do at least 12 for most of these leagues, unless it's super flex. So fill me in on if you don't think these are serious, these are all. Oh, no, I know everyone's paying. These are paid leagues. I meant bail. Oh, I see what you're saying. You said I wouldn't do that. Appreciate it. So he's our kind of guy, essentially. Swaggins is our kind of guy. That we want people that are lifers, or at least, in it for at least the immediate future. Thanks, Jay. Well, Jay made it. You cleaned up in the prop bets. I think everyone did that followed me for the whole year. We struggled in the playoffs a little bit. I told the story. We went 1-7 in the week 18. 1-7 in week 18 to still have this record. I shouldn't have bet week 18. It's just you don't know the motivations, the snap shares. If you take that away, it was a 66%, almost 66% on the year. Still a really good year. The playoffs were kind of rough too. I think we were 10-7 in the playoffs and player prop bets. It was okay. But that stretch from week 1 to week 17 was legit 65%, which is what we're looking for here. We could take this guy. Ooh, a lot of good options here. Let's see who falls here. Let's go. There goes Chuba. It's going to be tricky. I don't like people to go take it to the next level, Swaggins. I don't like people that don't set their lineups when they get eliminated. Like, I'm not telling people to think this. I don't want people eliminated making waiver wire moves, but like, set your lineup. How hard is that to set your lineup? Pick up a kicker. To respect the rest of the managers in the league. You know what I mean? We are really hurting at running back. J.K. Dobbins goes so high in this format because people want to fucking advance, and J.K. Dobbins is an expiring asset, essentially. You know what I mean? That's why J.K. Dobbins is going 20 picks higher in this format. I'm not going to do it. No, thank you. I don't want R.J. Harvey either, but we were going to go. Let's go with... Nice haul. Brian Thomas at 73, dude. Well, the nice thing is he's going to be healthy week 1, we think. Who knows? But, yeah, I feel you, dude. I have issues all the time. You know what? The thing is, in home leagues, you can kind of police that. I play, 35 of my leagues. Not 35. Like, 33 of my leagues are going to be Fantrax public leagues, which you can't control what people do. That happens all the time. But I'll say one thing. What comes around goes around. That's for sure. We need a running back really bad. We're taking Corum. What comes around goes around, and we all have the same risk when we play in leagues, right? Just because it happens to me once, maybe in another league I need to win to get in the playoffs, which doesn't really happen because usually I have buys. Pat myself on the back. But maybe it happens to somebody else, right? Where I need this team to lose and I have to win, and I need this team to win, whatever the hell the case is, and someone doesn't set their lineup. No, that wouldn't help. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just scratch that for the fucking record. I've been drinking, dude. Long night. We're at 3 hours and 9 minutes. Guys, we average 4 hours a night in July. And that was including one day I went to a concert. I only did an hour stream in the afternoon. 4 hours a night in July is epic. A lot of you guys were in here almost all the streams, the entire time of the streams. It's one thing to pop in for 30 minutes. You guys were in here for 3 or 4 hours a night. You know who you are. Appreciate all you guys. You make it fun. You make me sticking on here so long and every night like an adventure. And I actually look forward to them. Even if I'm in like a bad mood, which is rare for me. But, everyone has bad days, right? And no, not here because look forward to talking to y'all. You had that awesome conversation about the car you don't want to be in. Rashee Rice is driving, right? Bro, we have had like 35 or 40 trades, and when was the draft again? Was that June? We've had like 35 trades. We had 20 trades, I think, in terms of during the draft. It was a slow draft. Almost too active. I haven't made a trade since we love our team. We have Terry McLaurin as our wide receiver 4 in a 12-team league. You can start 5 receivers. We love our team. We have fucking Gibbs and Kenneth Walker, Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers, T. Higgins, and Terry McLaurin. Sam Laporta. Our flex is a problem. It's going to be like Diggs if he signs, or Worthy or some shit, or Blake Corum, but it doesn't matter when you're 4 is Terry McLaurin, who I love Terry McLaurin. Jonathan Brooks is an interesting pick in this format. Detrimental on the clock. He can't take Monungai here. He has too many Week 10 buys. He doesn't do it. We got Kyle Monungai. I was going to take him, dude, instead of Blake Corum. Let's get it. Let's get it. Monty, Corum, and Monungai. I love taking late buys here because at least then I could get through the early part of the buys. 5, 6, 7, 8 with the lowest amount of players on buy. That's one of the strategies I employ in this eliminator. And we have week 11, week 14, week 8, week 7. That sucks. But Drake May's 11, and 10. So this team's cooked in week 11 and after. It's fine. That pays $1,000. We're going to just dive into that strategy right now. We all have Taggarty, McAuliffe. We all have Taggarty, so there's going to be no collusion. You don't have to worry about that. Also, does anyone want to get called out on a live stream? Because I will call a motherfucker out if they, do some shit. Kenny Gainwell? This is just awesome. This running back room, Corum, Monungai, and Gainwell. We waited at running back. We have an elite tight end. We have an elite quarterback. Really digging the squad we're putting together right now. Blake's talking about the most inconsequential trade in the history of trades, which is Bretton Strange for a draft pick a round after you took him because you didn't like the pick in the first place. I guess we didn't tell everyone everything.
Good. Tell me everything.
Okay. They were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no, don't tell me everything. What? No, what?
Damn it,
Bonnie. Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit, tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less. Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
I am commissioning all of these leagues, Swaggins. So as you guys, I want all your guys' support to continue. I don't want to have any hurt feelings. So that's going to be super fair. No bullshit. If you're eliminated from playoff contention, you're not fucking making trades. That's just the bottom line. There's no reason to because there's no last place fee. There's no vetoes though, McAuliffe, unless it's an egregious trade. Veto system is bullshit because people get butthurt when two people make a good trade that helps out both teams and the teams veto that. So if someone trades Derrick Henry for Bretton Strange when Henry's healthy, that trade's not going through. But other than that, we're all adults. We all paid our money. That's the way fantasy needs to operate. The veto system is petty, and you need to have a good commission you trust that is not going to pull one over. I specifically also don't want to make a trade where I win the trade by a landslide, and since it's my power, I'm going to be like, no, that trade goes through because I gave someone some money or some shit. People are going to just not only get pissed at the league, they're going to fucking unsubscribe to the channel and stop supporting me. So don't want that to happen. I want you guys to win these leagues, man. I'm going to still try my ass off, but there are smaller buy-ins for me. I'm a $250 league or more. So I'm doing this for you guys. Also, I want to play against you guys. The money for me is when I win the leagues, if I win some of the leagues, I'm putting all that money back in the show. I'm going to buy in. I was thinking about buying some people in next year. I'll get to that in a second. Where I buy in. If I win a league, I have to buy 2 people in. We do a random drawing for next year. 2 buy-ins are on me for next year. If the people in that league, if they stay. Not yet, Swaggins. I was debating it. We need to get some more people in there. I would love to do a $200 league. Maybe if we only get 10 people, we do a Superflex $200. Just so you know, these leagues are deep as hell, dude. So the 12-teamer is 2 flexes and 3 receivers. The super flex is still 2 flexes with a super flex and 2 starting tight ends. That's still a working. We have to vote on that. But yeah, I'm sure we could fill a 10-teamer, possibly a 12-teamer. We still have, like I said, 20 days until the draft day because I want to do slow drafts. I want to start them around the 20th and 4 hours per pick. So we have plenty of time to fill them. We have 50 people in the Discord right now, 39 people in the Patreon. So these people want to play. Well, then we have to make it a 12-teamer, huh? We'll take Shaheed. All good, man. Then a deep league, dude. like I said, we'll fill it. We will fill it. We have 2 that have been up for a little while, but now people are tuning back in. We're starting to get a new Patreon every other day, and a lot of people are wanting to join the league, join the community so they could play leagues, which, it's hard if you don't play public leagues. It's tough. Yeah, Brian would do it. Brian would do it. Brian's always in the back burner. Brian's a friend of mine, grew up next to me. He's in the Discord. So yeah, there we go. There's another one. So yeah, we'll fill another week for sure. I want to fill 2 more. I want to do 4. We did a dynasty startup. That's already done. 12 team startup. We have the best ball, which I'm not counting for the redraft. Obviously it's not a redraft. We have 2 redrafts that are already pretty much full. The Superflex is not full, and we'll probably fill 2 more. So we'll have 4 total redrafts. So, yeah, buddy. That's not even the best perk of the situation, but it is a big perk to play with all of us. We were talking about the leagues during the streams this year. I'm on every night, obviously 7 nights a week. After the games, before the games, on Friday night, I'm on for 4 hours. We're gonna have definitely some segments dedicated to standings. I want to shout out the people that are dominating. And the winner will get something special for me, as well as the money, right? It's all on League Save, so there's some big money, not big money involved, but yeah, Brian, I can tell you just pop in. I love it. I love the pop in. Love Brian. Brian's a genius when it comes to fantasy. You tend to fuck your drafts up in the middle rounds, though. I notice you take some weird wonky pick every time, but like other than that, you're super sharp. Guy I have mad respect for. And I really wish I could have Brian on the show. He is a school teacher, and he's a little hesitant with the way the world is. I understand that. But we have cleaned the show up quite a bit, Brian. Would you agree? The show is a lot cleaner than it used to be, because this fucking show used to be crazy. Still kind of is.
Hey, you ever accidentally masturbate to young pictures of your mom?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
All right, some good options here. 1-1-2 at quarterback to my left. Actually, we're gonna go with the better option of my running back room's pretty fucking strong, dude. It is. We're gonna go with Trey Tucker. Keep solidified. We have Trey McBride here, so we don't have to worry about backing up tight end until like the last round. Yeah, League Save takes a 2% cut, so at $2 or something like that. But I could easily do Venmo. We did that Venmo with the Dynasty. Those are all the OGs that 100% trust me, as everyone should. But I'm still a stranger. Don't take candy from strangers, guys. I'm not comfortable with having people that are just getting to know me Venmoing me. I just, you know how people are, dude. Not that I would ever do that, but Derek's a teacher. Derek's been on here fucking 4 or 5 shows, some wild ones too. But if the show blows up, maybe we go viral. But I don't want to go viral for those reasons. I want to go viral because I hit 67% of my picks this year. That's what we want. All right. Who's our quarterback on this team? Drake May. Man. I want to go with Pacheco. I'm going to go with Pacheco. I have to strengthen this running back room a little bit. As much as I wanted Daniel Jones, I have Montgomery, Corum, Kyle Mononga, Kenny Gainwell. Pacheco is a really nice 5. A way I could actually get deep in this tournament too if a Gibbs injury happens, which we don't want. We don't want. It is way cleaner for sure. I have a throwback clip for me and Ray that I love playing. This is just fucking great shit. Did I delete this one? Oh, here it is. This is awesome.
My great grandmother, rest in peace, Gigi. She gave me my mom. She literally gave us that
electricity.
Sorry, Ray. That was great. Well, Schwaggins, is also a way that one of the 12 team members that's not in the Superflex, if you don't like Superflex, they might even transfer over, dude. If it means me locking you in the community, these motherfuckers are loyal and want this to work. So Like I said, dude, link in the description. Just make sure, at least for the first month, save you some money. You'll be the first one to use it. I just came up with this today. Make sure you use the promo code PRO. Half off, baby. Half off. You got to be a professional. Not a fanatic tier. That's the highest one. Make sure you're getting a professional 50% off. Can't beat that shit. Cam Ward's available. We need another quarterback. We need a tight end as well. And it's getting super gross at tight end. All in the same bucket for me, though. There goes Samson. There goes Samson.
I want to talk to Samson. Climb to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
I agree, man. I do the same thing in XFL. That's why we don't have the most success in that league, because there's no flex, dude. No flex? So stupid. 12-team league, no flex. Okay. Child's play. And we tend to get too cute. Can't do that in my league, our leagues, because you have to fill out your lineup. Ryan Flournoy. Let's do that. And then we need a quarterback for sure. We're sitting with Drake May. We're in a good spot. Drake May and Trey McBride. We have the all late buys for the most part, so we have a good chance to. We're week 11. We're cooked. We're not advancing past week 11 here. McCall, if we're gonna have that, we're gonna have a private show for you guys during the season. Me and Mouth are doing a private show, just for the Patreon members. So that'll be a good time. You know what? Maybe we'll add in something in the off season. Probably do that in the off season where we do a literally like uncensored, which is weird because we don't censor this show, but like literally uncensored on a different platform on the Discord or something. We'll take Brissett. I really wanted to add Nye Mitchell, but we'll take Brissett. Our quarterback room is still not great. Maybe I'll take Tua. I think I'm fine with Brissett and Drake May. I'm just trying to get to week 11, so Brissett should keep his job. Brissett has a week 14 bye, so I have two quarterbacks all the way up till week 11. Trey McBride has a week 14 bye, so my onesies are fine as long as there's no injuries. Mouth loves his squad. Mouth had a Rated R radio way back. Didn't you have fucking, what's the band? Imagine Dragons. Mouth had Imagine Dragons in his show way before they blew up, like way back in the day. And they're huge now. I'm not a fan of Imagine Dragons personally. Don't care for their music. And that's a capital C, don't care for their music. But big band, you know, I think they were probably a real band back then. They made real music opposed to movie songs for trailers and shit, which I hate for commercials. Like they're just making, it's not art. Sorry, I said it. Sorry, not sorry. But having them on your show is pretty badass. I would not say it to them if I had them as guests. That'd be awesome. I have them next month as a guest. I'm like, you guys aware you're not making art, right? I hate your music. Hey, they'd probably be like, whatever. Look at my bank account. Look at yours. I'd be like, touche. Touche, guys. Tight end has to be right here. Let's go with these dudes. All right, this is the last draft of the night. Tomorrow night, we're back on drafting teams as well. Like I said, Wednesday, Nice and Blunt, Nice and Blunt, his name's Adam. He's got 10K plus subs. He is joining me, and then I'm going on his program after that. So I don't know the order, whether I go on his first, he comes on mine. We have to figure that out. Let's take Pat Fryermuth. That's on Wednesday. Tuesday's more best ball. Thursday is Mike Storey and the Chaz. We're doing a awesome segment that is called Upside Floor, where we give 3 names going around the same range. We talk about who has the biggest upside, who has the biggest floor, maybe 4 names depending on how deep we go. And then on Friday is the same exact segment for wide receivers. We're doing running backs Thursday, wide receivers on Friday. That is me, Storey, and Nick O, which is the gruesome twosome, or the three best friends, whatever you want to say. That's going to be a great time. So you want to tune in on those shows. That's a really good exercise. I don't give them the names. I don't give them the groupings of 3 or 4 players we do. And they have to do it on the cuff. And they have to talk this out. And, maybe they're drafting differently than what they're going to answer. And then we all figure things out. If we have the same name for upside and floor, obviously we love that player. And then the return of Big Ray on Saturday. Ray's been out of town. He was at a bachelor party the last 5 days down in Missouri. I talked to him. He is alive. I have talked to him, and you know what? He, as a doctor, Big Ray is always going to make it big goodbye. Big Ray is officially.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
It might tank Malik Neighbors' career, man. Yeah, Tom will be on probably next Friday. Jay, Tom's great. He's more so going to be in the season because Tom he's in construction, he's like a site manager or some shit. He's only 30, super impressive kid, but knows ball. I told him to just not knock himself out in the offseason. I need him for Fridays, and our Fridays schedule is going to be Tom for an hour and a half or 2 hours in the season, that is, and then fans are coming on after Tom to finish up the show. We'll do 4 hours usually most nights. So Tom will be on from, let's say 9:30 to 11:30, and then have some fans on here for an hour or two every single Friday. That's a nice perk we do offer in the community, is the ability to have you guys come on the show, talk ball. Just because I have this platform and I have this channel doesn't make me better than anyone. And I know a lot of channels, they would never have a fan on the show because they haven't earned the right. Earn what right, man? We're just talking ball. You guys all play a lot of fantasy. We've been doing these drafts. It's also a different perspective. People think they're holier than thou. Not a fan of that shit, man. So love having people on the show. And everyone I've had on, we've had 9 or 10 of you guys on. You guys have all fucking knocked it out of the park. Not just with knowledge, with talking and having knowledge and be able to articulate that are two different things. Everyone's been super impressive. It's like they've been doing it for a long time. So 100%. If you become a fanatic, brother, yeah, come on the show, dude. I said we've had 10 people already on the show. Hot takes, whatever, Hey, McCarthy off the board in round 18. Mouth loves doing that. An eliminator, that's ballsy, dude. Do you have Kyler? Yes, he does. So definitely, man. If you're into movies, we do a lot of other stuff in the offseason as well. So definitely love having fans on the show. Show my gratitude, my appreciation for you guys supporting me. Come on a show. I know we're not huge yet. In the season, we get about 5 to 6K views in the streams per show. So I was thinking of what you just said. I don't want to repeat the line, but from when Pulp Fiction, where he's like, "Oh, you're calling the wolf? Oh, that's all you had to say." Yeah, I get called an eliminator. That makes a lot of sense, Mouth. All right, boys. That is going to do it for me. Any last comments, get them in. Maybe we will see our boy Swaggins in the Discord later tonight. If anyone else interested, when you sign up, I'll get your email. It emails me that you signed up. I get your email, and then I'll send you a message in the Patreon as well as an email with the invites, and we'll get you in. We'll get you started, and I'll kind of show you the lay of the land. It is the, what do we call it, guys? I'm trying to think. Anyone in the chat, somebody help me out. What do we call the Discord and the Patreon? What do we call the community? Can someone help me out? I'm trying to think. It's eluding me right now. I'm waiting for the chat. I need to hear what we call it. There's a specific name we have. I got you, Mouth. It's the place to be. Thank you, McCall.
What do you call it, Kramer? It was. Come on, Rudy. Come on. We call it the place. The place to be. Yes.
All right, we're going to. Misconstrued is joining. Is that right? Do you know Misconstrued? I haven't seen him in the. Misconstrued is fucking Swaggins. I'm used to calling him Swaggins, but also love that name, Misconstrued. I hope he's joining, man. That'd be fucking badass. Let's get to a team. You know what? I'm going to give Swaggin, since he's considering he might join tonight, let's give him a grade as well. We want to talk about my team. Let's see what Swaggin. I'll get to your team next, Mouth. Jackson Dart, Matt Stafford, and Geno Smith. Really like that quarterback room. Gibbs, A-Chain, Williams. I like that. Javonte Williams. Dude, look at that value on A-Chain. Swift and B-Rob, man. That is super nice right there. Love the quarterback room. Geno Smith is super nice in this format. Wake 13 buy. I like that. Great value there. Evans, DK, Brian Thomas, Concepcion, McMillan, Omar Cooper, Wicks, and Jordan Whittington. That's an interesting pick. You do have Matt Stafford, Sam Laporta, and Jake Tunges. So it is a little thin, but, Jake Tunges might just advance you week 1 if there is no Kittle. That's a nice pull there. And then Laporta, you might have an issue week 6 with just Laporta, but it's a good team. I'm going to go B+ in this team. It's hard to grade eliminators, guys, but I'm going to do my best with what I think I would do. And my issue is tight end. Week 6 might be a major problem having just Jake Tunges with a healthy Kittle. Maybe I'll go solid B because of that situation. But the rest of your team's good enough where you could probably withstand getting a 3 or 4 point outing from tight end. Let's get the Mouse Squad here before we log off. Kyler, Jordan Love, and J.J. McCarthy. James Cook, Josh Jacobs, Woody Marks, Kamara, Jonah Coleman, and Ray Davis. Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Jamison Williams, Roma Dunze, Quentin Johnston's your 5. Shakir and Tyquan Thornton. Tucker Kraft and Hawkinson. This is a pretty banger team, man. I don't love the running back room. I mean, these guys have to stay healthy. And if they stay healthy, Woody, Kamara, Jonah Coleman, Ray Davis, they're fine. But if you have an injury or a couple down weeks from your running back, specifically Josh Jacobs, it'll be an issue. But this is right along the same line, just Swaggins. I'm going to grade this one a B+, though. This is really, really good. Okay, that makes a lot of sense from Swaggins. He wanted to take it. And Njoku makes this team to a B+. I would say it was a tie. What's up, Wilson? Unfortunately, we are about to log off. You caught the tail end here. We're at 3.5 hours. We'll be back on tomorrow night, though. Same time every night, typically 10 p.m. Sometimes I do 10:30. Sometimes I do 9:30. I announce in the Discord, but if you sub to the channel, obviously you get the notification. But usually bank on 10 p.m. Central every single night. Tomorrow night, we're drafting best ball. Tuesday night, we're drafting best ball. Wednesday, like I told you, Adam from Nice and Blunt is coming on this program. I'm going on his program after that. Thursday and Friday, Storey, Nico, Chaz, they're all coming on the show both those days for a pretty badass 2-part segment we're going to do. And maybe we'll probably draft best ball after those segments because we're running out of time for best ball, guys. Once I hit my redrafts, I have 40 redrafts I'm doing. I'm streaming 36 of them. I'm going to be on here literally for 2+ weeks streaming my redrafts. So, all right. Davis backs Cook. I am also really fucking hungry. Well, you're definitely getting a chance to, like I said, I don't, every fan, regardless of, I have these people on before I've ever talked to them, like in person or even like on, as long as you can talk and you don't have like, not a list, but as long as you don't have like a Ron Harper stutter, or, as long as you're not this guy.
Simple Jack, the story of a mentally impaired farmhand who can talk to animals, was a box office disaster that many critics called one of the worst movies of all time.
Got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
But now the question is, can speed...
Pretty much, as long as you have a good brain, you're welcome to come on. Even a decent brain, you're welcome to come on as a guest. That goes for everybody in here. You guys know what I do. So, appreciate you. Sorry, Wilson, for having you hop on at the tail end. But, again, we're on here 7 nights a week, so you're not going to be missing out much. Just come back tomorrow night. All right. Appreciate everybody for the drafts. Mouth good team. We did four drafts tonight. Pretty long night. 3.5 hours. Still shorter than a typical stream, but try to pace myself because I'm going to be on live about 6 or 7 hours a day /night starting August 19th when I start my drafts. I'm still going to be doing the segments, still doing some best ball as well on top of all of the redrafts. So it's going to be awesome. We have he says GG's. This is exactly what Ray says to start this clip. Let's play this one more time. This Ray clip, which is just awesome. And he says GG's, I think, at the beginning. Let's
My
see.
great grandmother, rest in peace, GG. She gave me and my mom. She literally gave us that
You don't have to join now, Mouth. He good, man. All right, appreciate everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central. Hopefully Underdog has a new tournament. Please, Underdog, drop a new tournament for us to play, a puppy or a Frenchie, something. Let's just all like email them and be like, hey, man, we drafted DraftKings twice tonight because you didn't have a new tournament. But other than that, appreciate all the support, all the supers, Mouth through the shit. Guys, check out Downtown Sports. After this stream ends, hop over there on YouTube. You're already on YouTube. Hop over and check out Downtown Sports. It's where sports come home. I'm going to check the sub count real quick. They just started the YouTube channel. They're on 23 other platforms. We got to get their sub count up. So I want to see, let's see here. Let me get it up here. I want to see at least 3 subs from this for them. 43 subs right now. I want to see 46 subs by the time I eat my food and get back on my phone. Appreciate everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. I'm out of here.